definitely Detroit and next month.
No, this city makes Detroit look good today.
Oh, dude, fucking next month is when shit goes insane. Telling you.
I'm thinking a Walmart 14 minutes before Black Friday starts. You know, when people are
after Black Friday.
No. When people are prepping their asbatons, prepping their. I don't know, man. I mean, Detroit's a dangerous city.
When it's on fire.
Chicago, dangerous
There's
city.
a new law
fucking.
No, it's Chicago. Never mind. Chicago.
It doesn't matter. We're here to play.
A new law.
Yep.
Again,
it's not as bad as it sounds.
Doesn't matter.
It sounds pretty
Chicago.
atrocious.
There's stabbing and
still doesn't matter.
I thought it was Detroit. That sounds like a Detroit thing.
Still doesn't matter.
No, Chicago is doing a whole new
thing.
It's a thing.
Still doesn't matter.
Hey, listen, I care because Detroit is fucked, and so is Chicago.
Listen, I hear you. They are. They definitely need some help. They definitely need some better government.
The same place.
They're not the same. One's a mission.
No, they're pretty similar.
Even walking around the cities, but I'm not going to get sucked into this. They're different places, and we're playing D&D.
They probably smell like shit.
Nope. I mean, yes, that's true. But again,
to continue this conversation.
Nope, we are doing D&D.
We can spend 3 hours.
We are now currently.
So
doing
where
D&D.
are we starting? This time.
To fold back story, pulling off ending what Nick had said. Ian's eyes had flashed black, kind of had a little glowing and aura emitting from them. His body had a little bit of an aura emitting from it that was dark and shadowy. And he slaughtered the 2 men in front of him. Used his cape. He draped his cape over himself, teleported in a bright flash of purple light. Ended up behind the 2 bowmen, 1 crossbowman. Slaughtered them as well, taking all 5 or 6. It was 6 total, right?
I killed everyone. It was 6 total. I killed the first one, and it was 5.
I think it was 6 total
before the fight ever started.
Absorbing 6 souls, but burning them all in an effort to keep himself keep afloat. Meaning his sword has entirely slumbered, sleeping. It is starved again. His soul count. Okay. So the last thing all of you see after he does that jump and the 2 bodies in front of him disappear into the sword, collapse, edify, whatever you call it. You see him fall to his knees, his chest fall and hit the ground, his head loll until it hits, and the sword slide free from his hand on the ground. Their face first and third. You don't have to roll for that save. Stable.
I'm gonna damage myself down to 1 so that it just doesn't make me try to save. Yeah.
What are the rest?
I guess I'll walk to Vincent.
As you approach his body, you see the shadowy aura that was kind of emitting from him has decided. The sword is definitely free of his hand, and both hands are. You would not be crazy to think that he might be dead.
I'm still gonna carry him to the cart.
As you pick him up, you can still feel his heart beating.
Okay, so I know he's not dead.
He just looks a little paler than you. Take his sword.
No.
You just leave it there in the dirt.
I'm gonna try to kick it into his sheath.
Okay. It's make me
Performance check?
a performance check. Sure, I'll let that one slide. I guess. Pretty high DC to kick a rapier into its sheath, but you know we'll let it slide. I guess.
11.
Probably not gonna be it.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that when you kick it, maybe you take. I'm gonna say you take 1 point of what does it do? Piercing damage.
Yeah.
Slashing. One or the other. I don't
the
know.
wrong end.
I take
Yeah,
damage by kicking the fucking hilt.
You didn't say the hilt. You said kicking the sword. You didn't specify the
Yeah,
hilt.
if I'm
So
kicking it
I'm gonna
into
say
his
within
sheath,
11,
I'm
and
obviously
11's not
kicking
good
it from
enough.
the other end.
He's gonna say with 11, you missed.
It's on the wrong side of him. To be clear, the sheath is on his left side. He draws with his right hand because it's a rapier. You don't draw outwards. You draw across.
Okay, fine.
Right.
I pick him up and I kick. I nudge the sword to the fucking, on the grass, to the fucking cart.
Oh, my sword's
Okay.
Well,
pissed.
Cart's
Caliban
like
will get up at
Cart's
that
like
point.
3/4 of a mile away.
Yeah, Caliban.
You're just gonna
will
kick
get up.
kick rocks the whole way there. Fucking
Listen,
knock
I
this
use
one.
the cloth and pick up the sword.
Okay, then you fine. You pick up the sword.
Yeah. And Caliban will go over and help.
As long as you don't touch it, you're fine.
Undo Vincent's sheath and help get the sword in the
Yeah.
sheath.
Okay.
I don't want to touch a murder weapon.
It's a
before it
fair
becomes a
assessment to be
problem.
terrified of my sword after watching it possess me. That is a very fair assessment to be.
Yeah.
It's not a fair assessment to say it was the sword.
Well, it kind of is, since
you
all
would-
the fucking magic
It do
came
be
from the sword.
absorbing bodies.
It does. You've seen it absorb bodies. You saw like the original aura emitted from the sword, and then he opened his eyes, and his eyes had the blackish
The
glow
same
to them.
aura.
His body had the aura around him. The sword had it first, but only a split second prior before his body took it. I would say
Unless
if
Ben's a warlock, I think that would be kind of weird.
you don't know.
I don't think he's ever told us directly it was the sword. That's what I was trying to think.
That's
'Cause I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. He doesn't know, and then therefore I don't think you could draw from him not knowing and having not told you that it is the sword directly.
I don't know what'll happen
But
if I don't kill things because
I
I
would
haven't had to
say-
roll for that yet.
I would say it is fair to be intimidated by the sword. It does have an uneasiness to it. So to pick it up with a cloth, totally fine. He probably has told you that nobody should ever draw his sword before. He knows that much.
Yeah.
So it's fair that you guys would have picked it up with that and then shoved it back into the sheath. At least you could hold the sheath and you'll be fine, or hold
Yeah, because in fairness, I'd have probably
hold his
been a lot
leather
more
belt.
vague
You'll be
about-
fine.
I'd have probably been like, "Don't touch my sword ever."
You're cool.
Yeah.
I want to say we probably talked about not touching it, but I don't think we know what it does. I don't think he knows what it does.
Mm-mm.
So,
Oh yeah.
Well,
but yeah, no. Caliban will help and grab the sheath. Caliban has we know it's magical at the very least, and that
Absolutely.
it does shoot.
Yeah. No. If you, as you get close, let me tell you, as you get closer to it and it slides into the sheath, even though you're holding the outside of the sheath, you feel almost like the sword is stabbing you as it passes and sets itself at the hilt. You feel like it's almost passing through you when it goes through. It gets weird, a weird ethereal feeling that you would associate with
So-
something to do with your.
yeah.
So it's hurting.
It's
No.
Caliban definitely with the sword in itself, the meter. Caliban definitely knows something's weird with it, so he's
Yeah, that's-
gonna help. Yeah.
You can definitely clock something. Definitely doesn't sit.
Yeah.
You guys can all make your way to the cart.
Oh yeah.
It takes a little while. You're carrying your body. Get him there. But once you do get him back, you can lay him down, cast a spell on him, feed him a healing potion, whatever you'd like to.
I can wake him up with a spell, but might not be the best idea. Or if we did, we should probably stand back quite a bit. Otherwise, if we have another way of healing him, at least waking him up.
I mean, we know he's alive, so I mean, don't we
We
have
can just let
any
him sleep it off,
potions?
sure.
Somebody's
Well, yeah,
got.
he could probably.
I mean, you still have like 3 more of Hobo's potions out there, I think. Two or
Yeah, I
three of
know,
them. How many key points did you get back?
I don't think I've used mine.
I can also heal him by just touching him. You guys can keep your potions.
Okay. Well, at least
Oh,
wake
oh.
him up.
Well, I mean, we
Sure.
could also let him take a short
I'll-
rest too, if that's the thing.
Yeah, he can recover over. Take hit die over short. I think if you're unconscious going to short, so you can only do half the amount of hit die you have. If I remember correctly. So it's you guys' call. He can roll 3. I'll give you the 4 because you're level 7. You can do 4. 40. Which one would you prefer, Ben?
I was planning to take a short rest till night anyway.
That'd be long. You'd be fully recovered, but
Okay.
it's well, no,
Because
hold on, with the sun going
we're
down
like
when you went in, right?
No, it was like 3 hours into the day.
Okay, so it would have been about noon. Yeah, so if you wait until night, it'd be long.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of what I'm wanting to do because
I
it's
think you
gonna
guys don't
be
have to heal them.
helpful.
You guys just call.
Easier
Yeah,
later.
might as well do the long rest anyway.
Okay. You all get your long rest. Is anybody keeping watch?
I will.
Me
17.
hours pass. You see small squirrels, rats, birds. No people. If you wander around a little bit, you find yourself actually finding it hard to get back to the wagon. Like as you get further and further away from it, you feel like you guys did a pretty good job camouflaging. You do find your way back. You catch yourself in the woods for a second. You're like, that way, that way. And you have to focus for a minute. You do find your way back. And your 8-hour rest passes, no issues. That being said, it's getting towards the evening. 3 hours into you. Given that we are middle of the year, the days are longer. 7th month. The days are going to be longer. I'll do the math on them. I think it's 8. So longer days. So the sun is going to be up for probably another hour and a half before it sets. But if you slowly made your way back into town right at sunset, right as the kind of the end of the golden hour, beginning of dusk, darkness, that twilight period, you would be setting foot in the gate if you properly. Question is, who goes this time?
I'm probably gonna try again. I'm a little mad that didn't go well.
Yeah, let me tell you, the first thing you remember when you wake up is stabbing that dude with the sword, and then running, getting shot in the air or in the back, sometimes with arrows. You remember yelling at your sword, and then nothing, and then you woke up at the wagon, with everyone sitting around you, probably a couple of.
Okay.
That's what you remember. You don't remember anything. The rest of you tell him.
I
Yeah.
want to tell Vincent. Wait, actually, no, we're all going.
That's you guys' call.
That is up to you guys.
Yeah. I mean,
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
no
to.
reason not
You're
to.
gonna have to sneak. Is the problem. So if you're wearing
shit.
heavy armors,
Yeah, I think
anything
after
like
how
that,
the last one
no
went,
So Waterdeep's in ruin, so there's no order going on right now.
yeah. So it's just they
It's-
could kill on sight pretty much. But
Think
it's-
think post-apocalyptic, as in like a city has fallen and like small tribes have made themselves the sea faction. Sure.
Okay, so
Um,
they will most likely jump me if I'm there as a merchant.
depending on how you're dressed, depending on how you present
like a merchant.
yourself. It's not very specific.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
I mean, you know, if you're wearing very like flagrant,
If
bright
you look like you
clothing,
have rich stuff, yes.
if you look like you're wealthy in some way, they might take something from you. If you look like you have a really nice sword.
All right, let's all go. I guess I'm going. I'm going, Ben.
Or, okay.
yeah.
I'm using my
Um,
pseudo dragon for surveillance.
You could totally do that. You can't communicate with it yet, but
I can't.
no.
Damn, bro, it's been like 5 weeks.
Been 3.
3.
Yeah. By the way, you should probably roll animal handling. Travel. Well, roll me 2 because we 1 week to Subar and then 1.
Ooh. Nat
Okay, good roll.
20.
Natural 20. Okay. Give me another one.
Oh shit! Wait. Whatever.
That's acrobatic. Add it to
It's a
whatever your
+3.
modifiers.
Yeah,
Same
it's
thing.
still
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So not as good, but you know, you feel like you're making some progress with it, giving it some treats here and there. It's not great at listening to commands yet. And I would say it's not the best at returning to you. You know how when you get I don't know if you ever had a bird, but if you get a bird, your biggest fear is it flying away from you.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's probably what you're currently experiencing. Fear of letting it, you know, if you let it go, you're afraid it might not come back.
Alright, well, I have a kite.
Yeah, and I'll say the lead on it that they gave you for the fucking Pseudo Dragon, for their little lead, the little harness from Furlough's friends. I would say it's probably 20 feet. You get enough lead that they can be flying up above you, but it's not very high. I mean, it's 20 feet. They're not 300 fucking feet above you as a damn UAV in Call of Duty. They're just kind of flying.
But I extend it with my rope.
You try. You want to try and tie a knot?
No, fuck that.
Okay.
Wait, could mending work?
No. Mending fixes things. It doesn't.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't together.
Which is a good
so
try, but no, it's a good idea.
It
But
has to be the, you know,
the original
It
intended
mending
item can be
repairs
repaired.
what was there, not what was not what's not there.
Right.
So it's not like soldering or anything.
No, it's not like a solder. More like if you have a hole in your shirt, you could make the fabric not necessarily
It's like
rebuild
reversing
itself.
time, kind of, for an object.
Kind of.
You know,
Except
I've never
it
thought
doesn't,
about it,
like,
but I
it
suppose
does
that's
it-
what it would be like.
Yeah, it does it like, so if you repair a book, it will repair the page, but not the words on the page type thing. So like
Okay.
it repairs the material, but not
the
it doesn't
object.
return it to a previous state. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
Be a
it
cool
recreates it on a molecular level
Yeah.
than
Would be a
a
cool
Doesn't
ability.
repair.
time or chronomancy type. Was it Dunamancy is what it is now? It used to be chronomancy.
Dunamancy. Yeah.
Um,
Dunamancy.
So, sun begins to set. While who wants to tell him that what happened to him? Tell Vincent what happened to him, because when he wakes up, he's probably very like sluggish and very. How did I get back here? I was in a fight. What happened? Kind of a scenario. Like he's very groggy. He doesn't really remember any. Doesn't seem to remember.
Is he asking what happened?
Do you feel like you would ask? I
No,
feel
but
like
I
you
look
would
like I'm
definitely
trying to
ask, how did
figure
I get
something.
back here?
Yeah, but everything
Oh.
else, I'm kind of just trying to see if I can piece it together in my own mind or see what I remember.
If he's just asking how he got back there, I'm just gonna tell him that me and Caliban brought him back to the wagon.
Okay. Do I
Caliban
feel like
will-
my sword's presence is weaker? Like me being the owner of the sword was
I would say first thing when you wake up, you go to check on it, it's not on your hip.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Caliban
my
has not
first
given it
question
back
is
to you
not
yet.
how I get here, it's where the fuck is it?
Next to you.
Yeah, no. Caliban has it in his hand. He has not given it back yet.
Yeah, so my first question isn't even how I got here. It's where's my sword?
Mm-hmm. Caliban will just hold it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll ask how I got there.
We brought you back. We carried you.
And what about the 5 men from the city that I was fighting?
Oh, you slaughtered them. Yeah, it was crazy. They all died. They got ate by your sword, I guess.
Oh,
Right before you passed out.
okay.
It was fucking insane.
Right about then, you probably are resetting your belt, and as you reach up and touch the sword, you feel nothing.
Okay. So I do know that it's back to how I found it.
You feel nothing.
Okay.
You feel no contact,
Okay.
but you don't hear it specifically at this moment, but you have a vivid memory of the word hunger in your head as you fall. But everything around you is black. As you like, you don't have a visual memory. You just have a vivid memory of the word being spoken in your.
Okay. Well, with that, and it's now night, I guess a second attempt is among us here.
Just spend a little bit of time prepping an idea. Um, you do remember seeing an airship as you were approaching the outskirts of the city. You know, you were getting past the last few farms, the last few little settlements that are out deep. You do remember seeing an airship. Saw the outline parked in the tower.
And I'll share that information. Just in case they didn't see it, because they well, I had already backed up quite a bit. So
So I guess we should lay out goals. Is it our goal to commandeer said airship? Are we
it
going to
would
take
make
it against the
travel quite a
person's
bit.
will if we find it?
Well, we need the captain. Would be nice to have him in our service.
Yeah, I don't know how to pilot one.
I may know how to. I rub my hands
We
together
also
and I'm
have our
excited.
merchant. Um,
I want
as
to
a
try the
backup,
fucking
if we can't
airship.
find the captain, we can always use the merchant.
No, fuck that. We're
Um,
killing the fucking captain and I'm taking it. I'm driving it. I'm driving that bitch.
That's
You can share,
how we all die an airship crash.
I'm
Anyways,
excited.
but
I'm gonna drive that shit.
it would be a substantially more efficient way of travel, and it would possibly give us less harms
I'm
on
not
the travels.
disagreeing with you here. The airship would be a boon to our travel. My question is the boundary in which we're setting. If we get to this airship, are we taking it at all costs? Is it worth it? I'm asking essentially how far are we willing to go to get said airship?
Honestly, if we make it as far as getting to the airship, it's going to be an easier fight taking the airship than it is going to be getting back to here.
Okay. That's what we needed to know. I wanted to set, is this a no holds barred situation, or at some point are we going to call it quits?
It
Like, what
depends on
is
how far
what
we
is
are
our
from
line
the
here?
airship.
Okay, because
If we are
I
at
can
the
almost
airship,
guarantee
we're
you.
going to have to just bite the bullet and fight.
Yeah.
But if
I
we
can
are
almost
still,
guarantee you it's going to be a fight getting there.
How much silver? How do you feel?
Um, Oh, I think Silver would be pretty indifferent at this point. Like, she just wants to get where we're supposed to be going.
I want to fight. Here. I want to.
You want to make a roll? See how you're gonna feel about it? You did just take
Say
a
that
long
again?
rest. So do you want to make a roll to see how you're gonna feel about it? You did just take a long
Oh.
rest.
Oh, 4.
The urge.
I do feel the urge to fight. So the bad route.
So,
Ask Chroma.
murdering and stealing an airship it is. Well,
I guess off we go. We'll make it as far as we can before the fighting begins.
well, yes, obviously, but at the same time, I just
should-
wanted to lay our boundaries here. Before, was there a certain point that essentially we're going to cut our losses and continue on, or are we going to make this a thing? But it appears it's a
yeah.
thing. So,
Chroma, you kill the captain, I steal the airship, we get the fuck out of here?
Because technically,
don't
I
know
now can
why
I can
have you for
teleport.
friends.
Yeah.
I can teleport the merchant.
Keep your conversation going. You go to the rest.
Yes.
So I do have the capability of if we do get close enough, I can teleport the merchant onto the ship.
Okay.
We're in the middle of the night, right?
It's
Yes.
getting dark.
I do have
Sorry,
one
that's-
question for the
Oh,
for JJ.
He is going to the bathroom.
Oh,
I
shit, yeah,
wonder-
that's right.
I wonder if I could teleport you onto the ship, Chroma, and then you just make everyone blind.
And I can
Blind.
see.
He would make us blind
Uh,
as well.
No, I think we have somebody who can see through magical darkness.
Someone saw through the
Me.
darkness before. Yeah.
It
I
was-
can
Yeah,
see.
that would be the other murder crazed person
But
currently
if
that
we're-
just wants to get his
the
hands
thing
on an
is, though,
airship.
The
if
person
we're
that can
ahead of you
see,
enough,
I could drive while it's dark.
I
that
mean,
could.
yes, but we still need a crew to pilot a ship.
Y'all
It
can be
is
the crew.
still an airship. My question on cutting the losses here is who do we kill and who do we keep and how do we
Listen.
keep them under our palm?
Kill
By
anybody who
threatening to
fights
kill
us.
them.
No, kill anybody who fights us, and anybody who doesn't, ask them if they want to leave. I guarantee you, with how this city is, they'll be more than happy to be out of here.
There ain't no place like water deep.
Yes.
Oh, so
Or-
JJ,
Hit me.
I don't
I
know.
heard your question.
parachutes.
Do they exist? No.
No, fuck. Okay.
No, we
Also,
have magic equivalents. Why
I
would
know
they
you've all
exist?
eaten hot fries at one point or another.
Nope.
Yeah.
Cass is gonna love this.
Oh,
That's
those are
fire.
delicious.
Tapatio
Oh,
makes
that's
fucking
Those are
hot fries.
delicious.
Really?
They're very good.
Tapatio.
I've been eating them all
Okay.
day.
Where'd you get those at?
Yeah, we're.
Dollar General.
Oh, really?
Oh,
really?
Oh shit.
You went
The
so
one-
early.
the
Go
one-
hit up a
The one
Dollar
next
General.
to Publix on Highway 40.
How are they?
The Dollar
valid
General,
for
Dollar Tree, whatever it is, it's right next to it.
Dollar
Oh.
General
wanted-
cannot
I wanted
be, you cannot
candy.
be related
I
to
also
their
got
stuff, but
these and
those
Nerds.
fries are delicious.
I mean, I
Oh,
do
those
be
are so
kinda-
good.
You gotta remember, I do be kind of living out in the middle of nowhere. Dollar General do be the store I go to 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
yeah.
good,
Yeah,
dude.
because they have
They're-
What
stores
happens
fucking
when you live
They're
out
everywhere.
in
not-
the country?
Like Andy Capped hot fries are like spicy and they have their own unique flavor. This tastes like fucking salsa spicy.
Yeah,
So good.
Andy Cap's hot fries are, but their flavor is spicy. Like the salsa spicy ones, like you got the whole shebang. That's why
It has
they're
a
little bit better.
seasoned spice to it rather than just hot.
Yeah,
So,
it's not
does it-
just hot to be hot.
So, does it burn the burp or is it not like that? No. Okay, so it's not that shitty.
They're good. Their flavor, it's the one thing that's why I don't like the Cheetos hot fries. It's just the spice is just turned up to turn up.
What?
Like they're not even that good.
I like the lemon Cheetos
replay.
ones.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Those ones are
But-
good. The lime
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, the lime ones.
Mhm.
yeah, okay, yeah, the chili lime spicy
Yeah.
ones are good too.
Mm.
So as we're heading in,
Yes.
you guys are ditching the wagon entirely, or leaving it here just in case.
I mean,
Leaving it here just in case. Still
Hide it behind
camouflaged.
some trees. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean you
Us
guys
will
camouflage
die
it pretty
if we
well.
leave him here.
Yeah. Still a
It's
camouflage.
true.
We're leaving it here.
You-
I thought we already released the horse.
Yeah, we
We just
You-
kept the wagon as a just in case and for supplies and hiding.
Okay, fair. Don't leave dog.
Well, dog's
No,
probably dead
dog's
now.
not
So.
attached.
Yeah, I think we let him go
How dare you.
last session.
He's being eaten in water deep right now.
Probably.
How dare you.
Yeah,
They have
not
a
as far
bonfire in the
post-apocalyptic
middle.
as like Mad Max, but think Book of
There
Eli
is.
post-apocalyptic.
There's a bonfire in the middle of town, and they're cooking dog.
I mean, Book of Eli post-apocalyptic is one thing
I
away
know.
from being Mad Max.
It's one step
Yeah.
away from Mad Max.
Well,
I know.
we don't have cars, so I
Yeah.
mean, it
It's
can't be
water
mad.
this time, not oil.
It's Death Race, but you're all on Amish wagons.
There you go.
And you're
say-
not the main character.
They
of the
say
story.
drop the tombstone, and you literally pull a tombstone out of the back and fucking throw it out.
Drop it, yeah.
Literally
it to a
throw an
rope.
actual tombstone out the back. Okay. You guys begin to head towards the city, and it is eerily quiet. In the night sky, there is no moon. There has not been for 8 months. Right. Some of you came from villages or cities even, where there were large groups of Salune worshippers who actually could not live without the light of their god. So, for lack of better words, they Jonestown them.
Mhm.
Do you not understand the reference, Cass?
Nope.
You know the man Jim Jones
They
is?
drank the Kool-Aid, my boy.
It was
Oh, that.
Flavor Aid.
It was Powerade.
It was Flavor Aid, actually.
It was
Powerade didn't
spicy.
exist yet.
They,
It was
they
very
committed
spicy,
the.
though, that's for sure.
They drank the
Interesting.
pre-Kool-Aid, my boy.
Well,
Okay, I get
The
it. now.
so,
Kool-Aid without
and
the
I
Kool-Aid.
want to preface this. It is a common misconception that was a mass suicide. Not the case. It was actually a mass
It
murder.
was a mass murder.
Jim Jones and the elder leadership of his own church were forcing children, forcing mothers, forcing fathers who were being held at gunpoint, or like their families are being held at gunpoint, to take these things, right? To drink this fluid.
It
So-
was a mass murder-suicide, wasn't it, at the end of it?
And then
Well,
Jim
yeah,
Jones,
so they-
Yeah,
like a little
it was a
fucking
murder
bitch.
suicide.
Yeah,
shot
and then
himself.
Jim Jones shot himself, and the evidence actually says that he likely did not shoot himself. Somebody else shot him.
What
What a
What was
fucking
probably, yeah.
pussy.
point of that?
Damn.
Was he trying
He-
to like?
He
do
didn't
some
want to go
weird
through the
shit,
pain
try
he
to
was
get-
watching everybody else go through.
Yeah.
No,
The
what
U.S.
was the whole
government-
point of it?
oh,
What
so-
were they trying to like?
The U.S. government was coming to put to instill something on his property, but his property was in fucking Panama or wherever the hell. A South American country, Latin America or South America. I don't remember what country I'm talking about. I think it was
Middle of
Panama.
nowhere.
It was the middle of the woods. They had hollowed it out. It was called Jonestown. That's neither here nor there. The U.S. government was coming to instill some kind of sanction on it, and he wasn't going to have it.
I think it was Guatemala.
It happened. Could have been Guatemala.
Something like that. Either
Anyways.
way, a sanction was going to be levied, and he killed everybody and then died somehow, some way.
So that means the guy who shot him is a good possibility he is still alive.
Or he killed him. He drank the Flavor Aid after.
His children are still alive.
Like, you never know.
No.
Yeah. His
Um,
So the thing that like some of you had experienced the aftermath of situations like this with Salune gone because the moon was gone, right? The moon is there, but the light from it is gone. It's been taken. It's gone. Right. So effectively, like the words you had been told, sorry, were something like Salune has been dethroned. You know, our faith is a lot of people are questioning their faith. I can't think of words off the top of my head that I was going to use. I had it and I just lost it as I said it. You know, a lot of people were questioning their faith so intensely that they ended up costing them their lives. So, and like several of you, the three of you who aren't from at least the second group, so being Silver, being well, Korg as well he would definitely be in a place like. And they were still recruiting people to the very last day. Well, you should know. They were still trying to get people into their little their not necessarily cult, but their worship groups until the very last day when all of it went down. Right? And it was different times, different places. It wasn't like a fucking across the world as everybody did at the same time. Just pockets here and there, and these are like very, very hyper religious sects of the group. So there are mass communities of Selune worshippers that still worship and hope she returns, right? But I just wanted to say that some of you are from places where you look up like this, and on this eerily quiet night, you get this feeling, and especially you, Caliban, you can hear something talking on, whispering on the wind. Specifically, the rest of you just hear an eerie, windy night. You hear a bat flapping its wings and chittering away. Rustlings of tree branches in the wind. As you're walking in one of your lamp lights or your porch lights or whatever, you can see the eyes of some things like that. Just basic woodland creatures for the most part. As you progress towards the town and you get closer and closer, you can see a couple of fires here and there that are lit. But for the most part, you guys don't see anyone manning the wall, anyone manning the bridge. Seems eerily quiet.
I'm gonna test out my ring of invisibility as I'm walking. See if it works again. Or see if it still
Okay.
doesn't work.
Roll a D100.
The fuck, I broke the ring that he took from my body.
25.
The rest of you notice as he clicks the ring, he turns slightly clearer than he is. Like, he looks almost not solid. You still see him.
So he's translucent.
Is this not going to be a
translucent.
thing with this ring? Is I roll a D100 every time?
You want to turn it off?
Wait, he's 25% opaque.
Less opaque. Yes, 25%
Yeah.
less opaque.
25%
Want to turn it off?
opacity.
This whole ring.
You want to turn it off? Or
Turn
you
what
want to
off?
keep going? The ring.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to see if it worked.
Roll a D100.
You have to get a 100 to be completely fucking invisible.
A 9.
He's just
As he clicks the ring,
yeah, 9% is not really that big of a jump.
Do I notice that nothing happens?
do the rest of you tell him?
Well, I can see
No.
myself. I can see my
You,
hand.
you can see your hand, yeah.
I could probably tell that it's not right.
Or yeah. So think of it like Back to the Future when Marty McFly starts to disappear. You can kind of see through him a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what you can see through your hand. It's not a solid.
I'm panic clicking.
Okay. Roll
You're
me a
missing a
d20.
head. Your head vanishes.
The D20.
I mean, d20. You're gonna have to fucking relog, dude. You're gonna get the head off glitch. You can't.
5.
Nat 1. What is it?
The ring begins to glow red hot. It begins to burn your finger.
Okay, take my ring off.
You're gonna fucking break it.
Check it out. What do you do with it? It's hot. What do you do with it?
Drop it.
Can I try to examine it?
Well, let him drop it first. Roll me a performance check.
Fucking 8.
Now, I want to preface this by you are near a bridge.
But we haven't crossed the bridge yet. Or
No
gone
one near the
yet.
bridge. No, but you're close enough by it.
Fucker.
As you drop the ring, as you said drop it. You didn't say put it down. You said drop it.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna say yeah, exactly. You just kind of getting it out of your hand, right? As you do, you kind of pop your hand a little bit, and it hits the ground, and it lands band side rather than open side. Lands on band side. Bounces, bounces,
Yeah, I
bounces.
knew you were gonna let me keep this.
Begins to
Right.
roll, 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 and all of a sudden you hear falls in the water.
Yeah, the second
you
one,
hear-
that one,
you-
fuck
you
that
hear a-
feasibility. Yeah.
You hear an like a very high pitch, like a fizzle as it hits the water.
Cool.
How far away is the water?
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, it's. I knew
Like
the
30
second
feet.
I rolled a nat one on a visibility ring not working anymore. He's gonna become a useless item eventually.
Your hand does return to being solid.
They're 25% opaque for life.
Permanently. No, I'm not that
There
mean.
goes.
Would they give me what, like a slight advantage on stealth checks?
No.
Give you a-
you're-
I give you
you're
a
now
+2 to
more
stealth check.
visible. You have a -10 disability to stealth.
Only if being slightly see-through gave me a disability to stealth, I got.
You have a merchant and a man who sees spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a guy who's sort of invisible. That is a hell of a sideshow. It's a hell of a gig at a
is.
freak show. It's a hell of a gig at a freak show. Ain't even a lion man, bro.
You're now the traveling carnival.
No, okay. So as you pull the ring off, as you lift the ring, your hand is like you watch the finger return to solid and it spread out, and your whole appears to be solid again.
Could go ahead and delete that real quick.
Falls in the water.
No, the ring that was barely used. Oh,
The
wow.
one.
Well, I
ring.
used the shit.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
once
so,
he got it, he used the absolute crap out of it.
Okay, so both of us used the shit out of that ring.
Absolute dog shit out of it. There
Okay,
was a
no wonder it's
durability on
fucking
it that was
broken now.
broke.
The battery ran out. That's what happened. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas.
It was the spring mechanism. You know when you click a pen too many times.
Yeah. He had the drift. He had the
stick
analog
drift.
drift.
It was stick.
on
It was
the
stick drift on the ring. No, stick drift on the ring. Yeah.
I gotta buy a new PlayStation controller for that shit.
I just don't like how my rolls are already going for the day, so. Yeah.
Cool. It's cool.
How it
It's
be,
cool.
homie.
We're all gonna die trying
do
to
I roll?
steal an airship.
How do I roll a 9 on a fucking D100?
There's a 1 in 100 chance.
Listen, I got 2 more beans. We could probably make it work.
You do have 2 more beans because you convinced that lady the bag had some in there.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you do as your ring falls in the water?
I use shape water to try to bring it up.
Creative. Go ahead.
I fucking water bend it. Try to
Shape water or
Shape-
cantrip?
shape water? No, it's a spell, I think.
Mhm.
It's a cantrip.
Is it a cantrip?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Range of 30 feet.
Okay.
I can move 5 feet of water.
Can you turn it solid?
Yeah, I can turn it to ice.
Because otherwise, you're just
So-
moving water through a fucking hole in the ring.
Yeah. I turn it to ice. when
Gravity has the
is.
ring. Okay. And then I'm guessing you go approach the water.
Yeah.
Okay. As you watch the bobber of ice
Fucking explodes on me.
melt, as the ring melts through it, and it just keeps bobbing down the river. You got the ring further away by trying to save it. That was a good creative. It was a good creative idea.
Water. I hop my ass in the water.
You hop your ass in the water. Okay.
Yeah. I got a swim speed.
Big
my
old
guy.
splash. Big old splash, and you get in.
Oh, you do have a swim speed. I guess
I
the
can
water is kind of
breathe.
your home.
I can breathe underwater too.
All right. Go ahead.
I like how you went.
It's
from
not
being
moving
a
very
turtle
fast.
to a guy that lives in the water.
I swim, and then I grab one of my fucking cups that I got for free from that old hag lady,
Okay.
and I scoop it up and toss it outside out of the water.
Okay. So he scooped up the water with the ring. You cap it back, or you just
Oh yeah, I cap it, and then I throw
okay?
it
You
up.
cap it and you throw it. Okay. Somebody roll me an acrobatics check. Try and catch it. Become bigger.
16.
Okay, you catch it as the water inside boils and it becomes a bomb. He just threw you a pipe bomb.
Boom.
I set it down gently.
No, it explodes.
Awesome.
You can try and roll me a dexterity
Oh,
saving
man.
throw.
But listen, now it's not going anywhere. Now it's gonna probably
Does
burn
the
through
absolute
Oh, wait, so I can
noise
use a
Mm.
dexterity saving throw on this?
You can do a dexterity saving
I'm
throw.
gonna do evasion.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like a
Like an
a
advantage on
fireball,
If you
right?
succeed,
It's like a fireball.
14.
Is he next to us?
Yeah, I'm
no,
kind of close to
he's
you.
in front of us.
I'm
no.
figuring if I had to do a dexterity saving throw, I
I-
kind of had to jump for it.
well, yeah, I mean, your acrobatics check would have been you going to climb and jump for it. I mean, you probably jumped out, reached out into the water, grabbed it, and just as you did, you're like, "Fuck, this glass is hot."
Oh.
Yeah.
But would the glass be like shrapnel? If I can blow up like a grenade and fly everywhere.
Piercing damage for sure.
I'm still using
It's gonna be a little piercing damage. It's fine. You fail, so you take half damage though.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll damage? Or you want me to roll damage?
Well,
I feel
let's
like
roll.
I feel like it's more fun to make you do it.
If he's next, he's not next to us, right? You said JJ.
He'd be
It's a-
probably 10 to 15.
Yeah.
If he's
So he's out of
10.
range of your.
10, 15.
Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. No, you're out of range of the grenade thing. So I would say he's
Is he
probably
within
15.
my aura? Oh,
Is your-
okay, never
is
mind.
your aura
no,
15
you're
feet?
right. You're right. No, it's
No, yours is 10.
10
right
feet.
now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be great, man. Hit me with 3d6s.
Oh.
5.
Take 2 points as the glass explodes.
Also, while this tomfoolery and fuckery is going on, does this
Mm.
noise bring
That was my
any
next
amount of
question.
attention? As
You
we've
wanna go
been
ahead and roll
trying
me
to
a
be quiet this
perception check?
entire time.
Ah,
But somebody
shit.
wanted to get greedy.
You want to roll
As
me a
we've been
perception check?
trying to be
Dude.
quiet.
Fucking Waterdeep's a war zone. How would fucking things will be blowing up regardless anyway, I imagine.
Remember,
No,
I
because
I
that
described the
paper
city as
explained when they
eerily
were
quiet
separate.
as you approached
It's
it.
eerily quiet.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Is everyone going to check or
As-
just
Oh shit.
I'm
Okay.
rolling at the very least. 19.
If you want to assist him, I'll let you assist him in the perception check. Because I mean, you're very defensive in nature, and given the current mood that you're in, I'll give you an assistance on this. You can try and help him. So roll just a straight d20.
Caliban's
13.
on literally.
Well, it's a 10. It's a straight d20. So 10 is you can
10.
have advantage.
10. Sweet.
Okay, so I will roll again, just to see if I get better than 19. I do not. So 19. Because Caliban's on pins and needles. He is not. Ever since it's turned dark, he has not been comfortable.
I'm probably not having a great time either, but I just had a thing blow up my face. So
Caliban's always been like, you guys have noticed this now. Anytime it's turned dark, like anytime it's been night, Caliban has always drank himself to sleep.
is that because your spirits are more active at night?
And there's no moon. He is definitely, probably not told you guys, but you guys that have been with him for a while probably know that he has enjoyed the moonlight in some form or another. This whole darkness thing has been some fuckery. So right now he is not very happy. But 19, yeah.
You take that 2 points.
Yeah.
Take that 2 points. I will say that with the splash on the wall of the city, you definitely see a torch peek up over the wall, kind of peer down. You see a face anyway, kind of glowing in the distance. I mean, the bridge into Waterdeep is probably 150 feet across the river, so it's quite a bridge.
What's that
Especially
darkness like?
considering the modern era you're in, or the era that you're in is not modern. Now, you definitely see the torch rise up. You can definitely see the blurriness of a face in the distance, peering over the wall and looking down. And that was just from the splash, right? So as you can see that torch begin to turn away, Ben grabs onto this thing and it explodes. From the wall, you hear a loud whistle, and this is not like a tooth whistle. This is an actual of a
So
blowing whistle.
How much was that ring
whistle.
worth?
Um,
I'm going to hide
on a,
in the woods.
okay, you got a little bit of a run for you, a little bit of
How
open
far?
air. 2 turns for 90
I'm
feet
under the
movement a
bridge in
turn.
the water.
I mean, but we're 150 feet from them.
Yeah, I mean, unless they have absurd dark vision, then you wouldn't be able to see it. But these are fucking gay guards, so chances are probably not.
Yeah.
You know, the odds are looking in your favor currently.
I would assume the most they would have is the same goggles that I have going on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Um,
Yeah,
with
so
that
I-
whistle, Caliban, you watch. Hey, you're gonna roll a stealth check. The problem is there's not a whole lot between you and the bridge. Between you and the bridge, there's like the posts of the bridge you can try and hide behind, I suppose. But there's not really anything to hide behind between the bridge and the trees. Now, hiding at this distance, given that they can't see, seems kind of redundant.
Okay.
But it's your call. If you want to roll to hide, you should tell me how you want to hide.
I'll come back.
I will tell you that the bridge is probably 25 feet wide and about 150 feet long. Then you've crossed it 1,000 fucking times. Oh, I'm sorry. As the whistle blows, you see several more torches come up over the wall.
Yeah.
And you can see probably, I would say probably at least 8 over the wall at different points. They're not all congregated next to each other. They're definitely separated by a little bit, but not by much.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely within bow's range of each other, and then bow's range of you.
Would I know of any like secret entrances to the city?
Good question.
don't
Make
know.
me a history check. It's about your own city. I'll give you advantage.
Thank you. It's a 9. Didn't really matter. I rolled an 8 and a 9.
I went up by fucking 1.
Yeah.
With a
Am I having a good
9.
time tonight?
Okay, dude, it happens. With a 9, you would know that there were other factions of thieves guilds within Waterdeep. You would know one of them specifically. Or a kid mentioned
The sewers.
could be sewers. Could just be a direct line to the port. If you could manage to swim across the river.
You said the water's not moving terribly too fast, so
Swimming.
Oh wait, you have to cross the river?
You would have to either swim across the river to the port,
which is like 100-something feet.
be 150 feet from once, minimum 100 feet from once. You're at the skinny point, which is the choke point of the water, right at the edge of land. I'm sorry, right at where it hits the Sword Coast. You could, and that's the river port, by the way. You have the ocean port, right? The seaport is on the coastal side of Waterdeep. That you would have to. That's where you specifically sailed to Grisfolia, was the coastal seaport.
Yeah.
You have the river port inside in the river because there are 2 different kinds of ships. River ship is a lot more low profile, a lot less sails on it. Sea ship, a lot more high profile, a lot more sails on it. Airship,
Alright,
no sails on it.
So if Vincent has to cross the river, could I like guide him in the water with the shape water? I can move the direction of the water, like the flow of the water. I can move it.
The biggest concern is
would
probably
all
not
have
me.
to.
We would all have
Yeah.
to, and the 2 that are
You have
wearing
range on
heavy.
yourself.
It's instantaneous, but it's 5 feet cubes.
Yeah, but you have a range on it, so you'd have to every 6 seconds you could cast it. So it would take
It's 6
him.
seconds.
It's 6 seconds. It's 5-foot cubes for 150 feet, right? What the fuck is that? 30 cubes. So it takes 3 minutes for him to cross, which is pretty quick. It's still pretty good. That's a good swim.
That's quicker than my swim speed. Probably would do it.
But you have a range on the spell. Not just
So he
5-foot
would have
cubes.
to
There's
swim
there's
back and
only
forth.
there is only a distance to which you.
Yeah, there's
So
30
he would have to
foot, but
swim
I
back
can move
and forth.
40 feet in water,
I know.
and it's a 30-foot range.
Yeah,
I
but
get what
you
you're saying.
would
It
have
is
to-
possible. I'm just saying there is a pragmatic aspect to it, where you would have to travel across the water with him to pull him along with you. You might as well just swim and drag him with you and take the speed reduction.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then you could use that to cast on somebody else.
You can do that too, but here's the is the spell, what does it say next to it? Does it say VS or VSM?
No.
Does it say anywhere for
Well, it's somatic.
so it's hand movements. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it's verbal. Yeah, verbal or
I
materials.
can just do fucking hand signs in the water, and then fucking I don't know.
Important.
What?
I don't know.
Supporting.
I didn't like that show. Call me crazy. I didn't think it was a good show.
What are you
I
talking
fucking
about?
Naruto.
I tried.
Oh.
Listen, I tried to give it. I gave it like 4 episodes, and I was like, all right, I can't.
You gotta give it so much more than that is the problem.
Fuck no.
So
I'm not
much
giving
more
it
than that? What are you
300
talking about? If you
goddamn.
don't like it in the first 10 episodes, just don't watch it.
You're probably not gonna like it. Yeah, let's be honest.
That's where
I
I'm at.
also think Shippuden is substantially superior
No,
to the rest of the
no,
series.
Shippuden sucks dog shit. I don't want to hear that.
You're probably like Boruto, so your opinion's valid.
I do not like Boruto.
Okay. At
I
least
hate
we
that
agree.
even more than Shippuden.
Anyway,
I thought Shippuden was good until after the war ended.
you
No,
would.
there's like 5 things I like about Shippuden, but the rest of it is just fucking atrocious.
All
I
of
like
it shit.
Pain. I like Pain. I like Madara. That's it.
I remember a dude has a swirly thing in his eye and he covers it up. That's pretty much what you're gonna get out
That's
of me.
Toby.
The
Or
Renegade.
no,
I don't
no,
know.
No,
Toby.
he's talking about
The,
talking
lead-
about Toby.
the guy who like teaches him what to do. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Kakashi.
yes, that's who he's talking about.
Oh yeah, Sharingan. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I gave up. I didn't like it.
I might rewatch it, actually.
Fair. So the question becomes, how do you all get across if you're going across in the water? There is definitely somebody, or at least 8 somebodies, looking at you, or in your direction, I should say. Looking at the bridge specifically. You don't know who's at the seaport, and you don't know at the river port. But those could be ways in. This would be the land entrance.
I say we
Yeah,
hold
I'm
here
gonna
to
hold
see
an
what the-
action in case like anything gets shot our way. I guess.
Okay. What action
I
are you
have an
holding?
idea. I'm holding the dancing lights cantrip. I have
Make
an
them think
idea.
it's a fucking
Only if
UFO
we get
abduction.
attacked.
I
Only if we get attacked.
I say we wait a little while, see if maybe they move on, and then slowly cross the bridge. Because we can see their torches.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we're assuming they can't see us. Because they haven't shot at us yet. Or I'm
I
assuming.
mean, not all of you have dark vision.
Yeah.
So
But
it
they're
would be not unremiss to think that one of you was holding a torch at the other end of the bridge. Though I will give you that you were stealthily approaching the city. That was the intention.
Yeah, we're
So
stealthily
I
approaching,
could
so we
see
wouldn't
that
have
one
a
of you
light source.
put the torch out and then was being guided.
Yeah.
But that being said, whoever was being guided, whoever doesn't have dark vision now, can't see dick. But in the distance, you can see little tiny flickering lights and the inner glow of the city.
I mean, most of us has dark vision, don't we?
Yeah, he does. He's an elf.
I think everybody has dark vision, but
But you.
I have dark vision.
Oh,
Yeah,
then everyone
goggles
has
on.
dark vision.
Yeah.
I have
Okay,
the
then you're good.
goggles.
Then you can
Because
travel without torches.
I failed to see if a lion wouldn't have dark vision. That wouldn't make any sense.
I have it.
He is fucking the darkest of dark visions.
That's fine.
Yeah. What's that supposed to be?
Wow.
He is a
Because this
very
mother-
dark
actually, in
vision.
theory, if
He
we
can
wanted
see
to
through his own
hide-
magical darkness.
Yeah. If we wanted to hide at a distance from somebody with dark vision, would they be able to see even if they're out of his range of his non-magical darkness, or would it just be
Unless
like
they
a
had
wall
true
of dark?
sight now.
So
Like-
unless they had true sight to that range, no. But if there was a light behind you, and then you made it disappear, they would notice that.
Okay.
It would be like if I my fucking my table on over here, right? Echo. Turn off the left nightstand. And that
Yeah.
goes out, they would see that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't have
Right.
a light behind us currently.
Are there
Okay.
lights
No,
on the
not
bridge?
currently.
Echo. Turn on the right nightstand. Fuck it. Okay. Anyway, no, there are not lights on the bridge.
I'm gonna just keep that one queued for possibilities.
Hmm.
I was talking about the right one. It was the left one.
You
My bad.
ball.
Yeah.
'Cause in
Um,
technicality, we could hide if they start moving towards us. We could just move far enough to the side and have him cast that darkness and hide.
I have an idea. It's fine.
You guys couldn't see anything though, only he could.
Give me a minute.
And the merchant, I
But
believe.
the one you're thinking, well, can you see through magical darkness?
Yes.
Yeah, he can see. through
Okay,
it.
then he can see through it, right?
But we don't need to be able to see through it.
The
We're
one
just
that used to
trying
be able
hide.
to is the
Yes. We're
Yes,
just trying to
okay.
hide, though.
Sure.
Is my theory behind that?
I mean, it could work.
No, I
Good
have
idea.
an idea. We can make a run for it, but I just need to know if they're gonna attack or not. Essentially, that's why I'm waiting.
Most likely, yes.
If they attack us first, yes, we're slaughtering them.
Doesn't matter. We won't need to.
How tall is the wall?
Around water deep,
Mm-hmm.
50 feet.
Okay.
A dimension door up there, and then
No.
It's 501 feet.
Go fuck yourself. You said 40.
he dimensions himself.
How many times do I
up
let
to
you
the
guys
top and
backtrack over
grabs
what
the
you said?
ledge and pulls himself up.
502 feet exactly.
500 feet and 1 inch.
It is whatever your range is plus one.
Centimeter.
Plus one.
Plus one.
That is
Okay.
that is now his range counter. Is how far is it?
That's a
Plus
hell of a wall.
one.
How tall is that big bad boss of 500 feet?
Plus one.
Let
Everything
me
is just plus
finish.
one,
It's
that's
501.
period.
When he's saying
So-
he is junk wiggle in front of your face because you're eye level with it.
You want to bring back the old days?
Yeah, I was mentioning fucking
Erectus.
Erectus, yeah.
Ah, that was such a great thing. Erectus the sorcerer.
Well, I mean, it was his fault for mentioning that it was in my face.
It was shared. I would say the blame is shared.
What was I supposed to do? Just not acknowledge it and ask not anything? I had to ask how big it was if he was saying it was in my face.
Okay. How are we getting across this river bridge? Going around? What are we doing here? It's I haven't heard a concrete decision yet.
I
I
can
say
drag
we just-
Vincent.
Well, I say we just kind of wait a minute, see if they move, and then just quietly try to slowly make our way across the bridge.
Yeah.
Because eventually they're
gonna
gonna
do-
move. They're not gonna stand there the whole fucking night.
Yeah, we're gonna do a one of those fuck. What is it? One of those comedy scary movie moments where everybody freezes after they've stepped on the branch.
Yeah, for like a solid 20 minutes, and then they continue to walk.
does watches 8 arrows, flaming arrows. Start hitting the ground around you.
Run.
I need. You know what? We'll do this the right way. Have somebody else roll this for me that would help me correct my dice. Roll me
go ahead.
a d6. Roll me 2 different d6s.
Kerchow.
Okay.
3 and 3. Damn.
Okay, reroll that one. Okay, roll 3. 3
4.
again. Okay. I need a dexterity saving throw from Silver and from Chroma.
It's 19. If she's 10 feet from me, she gets a +3 also.
Probably all give them 10. Okay. The arrows do not hit you, but they do hit close enough that they light you up. Like, not literally catch you on fire, but you are in their glow.
The glow.
And be seen. You have been seen. You would presume. Now, I will say, Adam, you did prepare something to be shot at you. What was your preparation? What would you like to do here? Nobody was hit.
Nope,
You can't
nope.
you can't take
All
any
it
damage
was is
away.
if they were sending something towards us.
Okay. Well, eight somethings came towards you.
Yeah. So the minute that happened, 4 large, like torch-sized lights are going to appear 120 feet back behind us,
Okay.
as if there were torches, like actual torches, essentially behind us in 4 different areas, 120 feet behind us, but they're spread out, kind of like in a semicircle. So it looks like 4 different parties or 4 different sized forces essentially just lit up a torch in response to the attack.
Okay, well it doesn't buffer that they've seen at least 2 of you now.
No, absolutely. But now it looks like there's a decent sized force outside.
Make me a performance check to try and convince them. Try not to.
18.
Whole bunch of these.
Okay.
Okay. 6 seconds pass. The second volley. You hear one man yell further back, right? You hear a woman yell, "No, aim at the ones near the bridge." So 4 arrows go long, back near the dancing lights that you've set. 4 arrows pass.
Yes.
Actually, no, make Lobo do it. Oh, are you still rolling on your phone, Lobo? Can you roll me some d6s on your phone?
They get to attack twice before we ever get to react?
Sure. You want them separate or all together?
Separate, please. Yes, because the action that I was given was that we do a scary movie thing where we all freeze.
God damn it.
And nobody said anything different.
Well, then the arrows hit.
Right. Well, no, the arrows hit. Oh, fuck! I misunderstood because I thought the arrows hit, and that's what
we froze. We were waiting to see if they were going to attack.
And then
they
shot.
And then
okay.
I was trying to distract.
Okay. Well,
I used minor illusion to make a war cry.
You guys are really committed to this. Okay.
Making it sound like it's coming from the parties behind us.
What's the
range? We're gonna fucking kill you, bitch! Yeah, that's
range on.
No fucking no. Is there a range on it?
not enough. I don't
There's
think.
shit. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can just make it appear like it's coming from somewhere.
Well, yeah, I
Just
can make it.
open
I
I can
mean, it
make a
sounds like it's
fucking
coming from
lion's
behind you.
roar and
Now,
beating
here-
drums and shit.
Okay, so instead of them getting a second volley, here's the thing. What we're gonna say is, you guys can do something as a group, doing a group action rather than taking your group action. They do know at least two of you are there.
Mm-hmm.
So the action you take, you called you tried to bluff that there's a group behind you. It appears that maybe one person loudly exclaimed that they're further back, and then somebody else loudly exclaimed in return that they're close. Aim at the ones on the bridge first, basically. So the issue then becomes, I guess, what you guys would like to do, but you're taking an action as a group. Go ahead and take a minute. Figure out what you would figure out a roll for it.
I mean,
You haven't.
How
So-
far are we from the gate again?
About
Where they're at?
150 feet to cross.
Oh, so we're
So,
like more than
what's
200
the
fucking feet.
range on that glow? Is it like 10 feet, 5 feet from those arrows?
The dancing lights?
No,
The arrows,
or-
the arrows, I'd probably say is 5 feet. You can see that they very, very minutely miss.
we can just move another direction from where those arrows hit, and they're going to be guessing again.
Mm-hmm. That's what the dancing lights are for.
Yeah. So we have all of this
Essentially-
direction away from these arrows that we can move to keep them guessing. Just the ones that are in the light
Run
need to
across
move
the
straight
bridge.
backwards.
Yeah, let's just run across
Yeah,
the bridge.
I mean, we can just
Run
go straight
across the bridge. Yeah.
Hey, Chroma, how many people do you think you could fight at once?
All of you were fairly
many
close
people
to
can
the
you
entrance of the bridge. The arrows
carry?
are all fairly
One.
fairly close to the entrance of the bridge. So however many of you crossed it would then pass through the light to the. Now I will say,
I put the
with
lights
your-
with shape water.
bridge is about 30 feet wide. Take a minute.
I would
Um,
say back up because they're probably going to aim closer, assuming we're going off the bridge.
With his performance check, at least some of them think there are people behind you coming forward as well. And then if you had decided to do the minor illusion, there would be a war cry as well. Did you decide to do that?
Shit, would that be alright?
You don't
with
have to
any of
roll it.
y'all?
It's fine. Go with
I mean,
this
it's
thing.
fine.
This is your decision because this was before your group takes.
I mean, yeah, if he does the war cry, they're going to
His
start
decision.
thinking that there's
Let him
a
make it.
large group behind us.
Right, it's
and
his
we can-
decision. Nick,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah,
use the war
yeah,
cry?
no,
or
I'll
not?
do that.
Okay,
yeah.
the war cry is called then.
Because I feel like that would make them more alarmed.
Great.
Might
Now the
even
rest of you.
They're
think
gonna
of it
call
more.
reinforcements.
Well, they were gonna do that regardless anyway. I
But
feel.
I say we step back out of the light momentarily and see where the next row of arrows hit. If it's behind us, then we move forward. If it's forward, we move around and try to find
rush.
somewhere else to get across or rush.
Have Karoma pick me up, and we're gonna rush, and we're gonna bluff this as long as we can. Because they call
Or-
reinforcements. Just to run.
My
Because I
question
need
still
to. I
stands.
need to use
you're
my
an
action
animal.
to move the lights, and you're the only one that can carry someone heavy.
I can't carry anybody heavy.
Oh,
Everybody
can
else
move
in this
somebody to
party's
this
dump
piece.
stat is strength. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm the
No,
only
it's
one
not.
who's not, or I am not. My question to you,
And I
Chroma,
need
how
someone
many
to
people
carry
can you
me
take
so
on
that
at the
I
same
can
time?
move these lights. So, Lion, carry me.
Damn, you guys are forgetting you have a monk. You can just fucking step of the wind people's face into the floor. Literally just run along their faces. That's literally an option.
Mm-hmm.
Walking speed of 15 feet. People
Yeah,
get
and
the
then she
best
can
twice,
fucking
that's
dash.
150
She can
feet.
yeah, she can dash and then step of the wind. She lands a cup left.
We cross the bridge then. That sounds what the option is what we're
Yeah.
hearing. We rush the bridge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the lights to still move. Like there's
Everybody else is for this. Everybody else is for moving the
We're
bridge.
gonna have to hug that fucking wall.
well,
I'm in the water
essentially we're gonna
swimming.
go get to the gate.
That's true,
I'm
you were
assuming
still in the
there-
water.
the gate's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the gate does appear to be shut. You know what? None of you have enough vision to see that. But walking up as the sun was setting on the west, you could see that the gate was closed when you were approaching. But as you guys had approached and night had set, the sky was dark. Only thing in the sky is the stars. And the arrows that are begin to move across the bridge. All of you through the light out burning out. 6 of you. Or at least they know that 6 shadows moved across the light. Now, I have an idea that would benefit you all, and you talked about it earlier. But that's just the player in me wanting to tell you guys the idea of how I would particular circuit. So I'm going to give you 3 checks as a team across this 50 feet or so. Because 5 checks seems a little much. 3 checks, you need at least 2 success. 2 full, like as a team, you need 3 of 5 to count as a success, right? And then as a group, you need 2 of the total 3 checks to pass.
Okay.
Okay. So, running. Assuming you're all going to be dashing, right? To get as far as possible. We're gonna take 3 turns, even though she can do it in 1. Because the whole team has to get across.
She's just a little bit ahead of us.
So I need the group to be, and this is gonna be baffling to you all, athletics check.
What
Okay.
about the people in the What about me in the water?
Shit, you're in
man?
the water. That's right. So you fuck, are you swimming next to the bridge, right? You're gonna swim right next to it, kind of like under it, kind of tucking under it a little bit, because there's a couple of stakes to go down, but they're just posts. They're not like.
Well, yeah, because I was hiding under the bridge earlier.
That's right. So you're swimming underneath the bridge.
He's just kind of chilling.
I would say in the water, probably not as. You're pretty confident you're hidden. So there's only 5 of you they saw across the bridge. Right, it was in the water. You feel pretty confident that you could keep hiding. But above you, yeah, if you want to just roll, I think he has the same. Athletics check as.
Let me look. I don't think he does actually. I think he has a higher strength than me.
He might add whatever his athletics modifier. You do hear the feet start to dash over the wooden board. So you get the inclination that they're all running. Just for Ellie in the water. So if you choose to follow them, it is your choice. You get the inclination that they are crossing the bridge. They're going to book it across. But you feel pretty confident. What like to do chase or try and keep hiding.
Oh no, I'm swimming to the other side of the bridge.
Okay. So you don't have to roll any acrobatics checks or the athletics checks. I'm sorry, because you're just swimming under the bridge. You're not trying to like hide or lunge over anything. Or you're pretty safe. The rest of you see these athletic. Caliban, we have no, it's fine. Caliban, we have a 9.
9.
Vincent, we have a 6.
Ew.
We have a 15. I'm assuming that 17 is for 19 for him.
Yeah, he's got a +2. I've got a -2.
You're going from. Okay, it is the
That's
first
fail.
shit at athletics. Like,
Yeah, well, you guys are the fucking strength based ones. Mine's a dump stat.
so it's mine.
Yeah, so is his.
Fucking in athletics. All right, let's try this again.
As you guys are running forward, a volley of arrows reach down towards the bridge. Several of them like tick the water around it. One of them strikes the bridge fairly close, and it's close enough that it causes Vincent to lose his footing as he's running, and he falls flat, catches himself standing. You're all running again. Your second. Silver with a 15. With a 2.
Fuck.
Chroma with a 5. And Core an 8, right?
Yeah.
You also need new dice.
Fuck.
You guys need to go visit Bearded Broncos and buy new dice, bro.
Oh my god.
And did that earlier today.
Did you? I haven't been up
Yeah.
there in a while.
Yeah.
I need to go. I need to go hang out. I haven't been up there in a while.
We gotta stop buying physical dice. We never fucking use them.
We would if we were together. It's easier to keep track of everybody's rules. Okay. Being said, I'm going to need Vincent, Chroma, and Warwick. I know you can't really roll his dexterity saving throw, but you both have evasion.
Yeah.
You need the dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, his dexterity saving throw is the same as mine. So, but yeah, me and him will both use evasion.
Yeah, I figured.
You said who else? Me
The
or
dexterity saving throw. And they can have your bonus because your big ass is why they fail.
Oh.
They
I
can have
rolled
your
this
bonus.
in the order of me and Korik.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Well, he gets a +3 for Cass's bonus as well. It's an 11,
Yeah.
but it's still a natural.
It's in that one. Mine's yeah.
And
I got
if
24.
you, not you guys specifically, but if you're a player who plays D&D, and instead of telling your DM that you've got a natural, oh yeah, I rolled an 8. Fuck you.
I said how I rolled.
No,
this.
no,
I
no, no.
never
You're
did
fine.
the
That's
roll.
why I said it wasn't you. I saw a TikTok about it today.
Oh.
That was like, I'll never tell my DM I roll a natural 1. I tell him I roll an 8, but my modifier is +7. And I was like, oh, fuck. That's some standing in a corner with a riot shield and a fucking shotgun type shit.
Yeah, but I mean, you could see it though, right?
Well, I can
On
see it
this,
here,
we
yeah,
can
but
see
if
it on
you're
here,
rolling at the
but if you
table,
roll-
Yeah, no, yeah, in
if you're
general,
at the
yeah.
far end of the table, I can't see what you're fucking.
Honestly, I've done that in a couple games with JJ though, because I don't fucking.
You don't want me to describe what happens? You roll a natural one.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like my dick fell off and it fell into the
my-
spider. And then
You got Lou Gehrig's disease. I don't know what happened.
you die immediately. What?
What? Roll a new character. Like, it's not easy.
Arthritis?
That one, roll a new
Fuck, dude.
character. For every
Correct.
nat one you roll a new character. Duh.
Ben,
And for
since
every
you
nat
rolled
one
the
you roll,
natural
you get
1,
Lewis
you get to
Gehrig's
roll.
disease.
You get to roll his damage. Roll me a d10.
You know,
8.
An arrow strikes Korik in the shoulder, staggers and falls, tripping Chroma, tripping Vincent.
what?
Yeah, homie. No, I'm sorry. Your deck save. You succeed. I apologize. You succeed. You rolled poorly before. In your roll, when you fall, you don't take damage. The premise, because you rolled well enough. So he takes 8 points of piercing damage, trips you, and you fall. You trip Vincent, he falls. It's a whole fucking. It's a cluster. It looks like fucking.
It's a clusterfuck, is what it is.
What the hell
Like
were the
it's
Three
what
Stooges
happens when
made?
someone
Larry,
falls
Larry
during a
Moe and Curly.
marathon.
It's a whole Larry Moe and Curly thing, bro. What's going on right now?
My big ass fell on him.
I'm sorry, Cork, if you watch this, Lee. I'm sorry. I don't make the decisions, Toby. It's the dice.
So he takes 8 points of piercing damage. Need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
For Cork. What's his con save? +2. Okay. I am going to roll it as a history check for you. Yeah, that's dog shit. 6.
Oh shit.
Need you to roll another
A D6.
2. Come on.
9.
10 points of poison damage.
I can't.
I know.
Okay.
Just have it written down for me. 17 points. And he is suffering from poisoned condition, meaning that his attacks will be a disadvantage. I think skill checks are all a disadvantage too. But collectively, that is 2 failures, meaning that group probably been caught. That the gates will open, the horn will sound, and whatever guardsmen they have do next. Tell you that probably in the range of C8 above you, right? You can see the 8 torches above you on palisade. But as the gate opens, you probably in the range of men and women.
Fuck me.
Holy shit.
They all look to be.
Max Force is this bullshit?
They all look to be roguish, fighter.
Alright.
No one seems to be incredibly religious appearing. Do for anything. And you are currently, as you cross the bridge and finally make your way, stopped. I don't know how to better describe this other than you run into a roadblock. There are 8 people with bows above you, at minimum 8. Seen 8. The horn was sound. 3 more now. You have upwards in front of you, swords drawn.
Well, shit.
Our hands up, I guess. Ain't shit we can do.
Elian, you are.
Alright. Well, I mean, I can be underwater and swimming without making noises.
Okay. I believe you are unseen.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Do I notice that they stop moving, like their footsteps aren't doing anything?
Yes. You heard a loud thud above you. You heard kind of like rumbling and metal scraping on wood. You figure probably a roll.
Alright, well, I'll stop swimming. And
But then you
kinda
do
just-
hear not long after the feet stop. No running.
I stop under the bridge in the water. And just kind of wait.
We
What
get
do
2
the rest
options,
of you do?
boys. Boys and girls, we turn around and run like hell. Or
Oh no.
or we fight this shit.
If you turn around and run, you're gonna get shot in the fucking back with arrows.
Those are your 2
Roman's got his
options.
hands up.
Or we can
No, I
jump off the
fucking
bridge and go into the
surrender.
water.
We have a third
We'll
option.
surrender.
We fight.
Yeah, I fucking surrender.
Yeah, Caliban.
Okay, so Caliban and Silver
Fight
both
to the
throw
death.
their hands up.
Yeah.
Kerma, what's the range on that darkness?
Not that far. It's like a 15.
How close you need to be, bud?
To throw darkness?
To blind a group of 20.
He has to be in the middle of them because it emanates from.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You crazy.
I can make it happen. Or we can take on the archers.
Are we fighting? Or are we not
Remember-
fighting?
Remember
What's
what you
on?
rolled
I'm not
earlier.
fucking
It's your
fighting.
That's
decision
up to
what
you.
do.
Yeah, we got our
Remember
hands
what
up,
you rolled
bro.
earlier.
That's up to you.
It's up to what you're doing. We have our hands up.
What'd you say today?
Oh, I said it is to cast. It is your decision what you do. Remember which personality you roll. You have now met a group willing and trying to stop you accomplishing your goal.
How far ahead of us are they, by the way?
I would say you guys probably stopped 20 feet short of the end of the bridge. So they're 20 to 20.
Okay.
They seem to be in some sort of formation. It's kind of janky and not really well put together, but it's some sort of formation. Kind of like they saw the guards do it once, so they just adopted the idea of it. You hear from behind them a loud booming voice, very deep yell. State your intentions.
We were trying to enter the city before you shot us.
Trying to play the wounded dog.
I mean, it's true.
I mean,
it is, but
It is the truth.
is it though?
literally the truth.
We made noise.
It's
when
a
you shot us
slanted
immediately.
truth. Let's be honest. You were
It's
trying
literally
to sneak
the
into
word
the
for
city.
word exactly what happened.
What we're currently trying to do is get into the city.
We
Yeah.
made no
Sure.
aggressive
Tr-
movements.
Now,
didn't
trying to
lie.
No
get into
aggressive
the city
movements.
would
War
be
We made
misinterpreted.
no aggressive movements.
You made no aggressive movements. Kill 6 guards.
Not that they know of.
I didn't kill
They don't know
anybody.
that.
I don't know what
Right.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, the bodies aren't
You
dead
are-
I
anymore.
actually don't know what
innocent.
you're talking about.
And
You don't know what I'm
all
talking about?
murders.
Me,
he
no,
lost
I
his
don't
memory.
remember.
Right.
I don't remember any of it.
So as you say, for the city, before you shot at us, they are going to reply. And why is there an army at our gate?
You shot at us first, my guy.
Did
You're
they try to
trolling.
attack you? How dumb are you? And Caliban's gonna snap his fingers and they're gonna disappear.
Ooh. Now you're calling this man dumb after you try and put on a
Yes,
farce
he's a fucking moron.
that can't see
And
far enough
Caliban
away in the
state that
dark
he's
to
a
know it's
fucking
not an
moron.
enemy?
Yes,
I hear where you're going with it. What's up, Bobo?
he's dumb.
I would like to step away from my group off to the side of the bridge, keeping my hands up. I don't want to be around them right now. This has been some dumb shit.
Fair enough. So you sort of
All this shit
separate
for a
yourself from.
fucking ring.
Nick. This one's not on me this time.
The fucking aim.
Oh,
What do you
it's on you
mean?
too.
I dropped that motherfucker and I was cool with it being dead. Gone.
Sure, bud.
I was upset about it, but I wasn't going after it.
As you tell them that you were just trying to enter the gate before you shot at, you're going to hear him yell. Send out a scouting party. Has not returned from them several hours ago.
Okay.
Now we
that
see
sounds
people
like
a loud bang, splash, and then we send arrows so we can see in the dark.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Because as he steps
Okay.
forward,
I
you
can
can
see arrows descend to the dark. I could get you here, but you can
As he
understand from our
forward-
perspective.
see about a 5'8", balding elderly man, human. And as your eyes begin to focus in the darkness and you can see through the torches, everyone in front of you is human. None of them have dark vision.
But you can see from our perspective, while flaming arrows might not necessarily be friendly.
The group splits and he steps through. Then why did you present as if you were an attacking army with your war cry
presented
and
a
light?
Different target? Yeah, I presented a different target for your flaming arrows, which we perceived as aggressive.
And
I
you
don't
can
understand that this could be
understand.
all a misunderstanding, but it was a rather aggressive misunderstanding.
He's gonna look up at the sky. Can't really tell what he's doing for a second, and he says, "Put him in chains. We'll figure it out in the morning. It's too late to deal with this."
That's still rather aggressive.
5 of them come forward. City, it still burns.
That's a person.
I jump off the bridge into the water.
Try to put.
Oh fuck!
God damn it!
Oh, you think I'm going in chains and water deep? You got me fucked,
Who
bud.
lets themselves be shackled?
I know who
Taliban, probably. Yeah, I mean, he's not fighting. He's trying to dissuade them from bullshit.
It's a good try, but you sold too deep into the army thing. So I won't let you roll. With the coupling of that, the war cry, and then the charging forward across the bridge.
We were running from their arrows.
From a militarist, yeah, you would run backwards, not towards the people shooting arrows.
Mm-hmm.
From a militaristic standpoint,
not
that
when
to
there's a
me,
there.
That to me screams guard.
Aggressive enemy.
It screams this is a scout.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucked up and let themselves be known. That's what it screams.
Wait, they couldn't see, so they shot the sea. What if it was their people returning? What if they shot their own people?
Yeah.
That's a really stupid.
Setting for city on fire. They have some. They have some raggedy ass.
They're shooting at a wooden fucking bridge with flaming arrows.
Yeah. You definitely watch as several people run by you with buckets to go put the bridge.
Look.
It should be caught on fire by now, wouldn't you think?
Like 2 sets of arrows.
Yeah, they're flaming. It's been like 5 minutes.
But they're covered in like tar. Do you know how flaming arrows work?
Easily.
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm tired of
the bridge wouldn't just erupt in flame because it's wood. In fact, it's wet wood because it's over water.
I throw gasoline on it.
Throw gasoline. I cast the spell.
Grease. I put grease on the bridge. Yeah.
I cast the spell grease. Yeah, you remember when I did that and you caught me on fire and we attempted to kill that one vampire?
No.
No, that was great. I cast grease on myself and then I jumped and latched onto the vampire as the kobold.
And you attacked me. I hit you with a hellish rebuke.
It was creative.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give you that one.
That's probably one of my best ones. Who is letting themselves be shackled?
I'm hiding in the water.
Right.
I'm jumping off the bridge.
I know. Who else is letting themselves be shackled? Okay, it's 2 of you in shackles.
Fuck me, dude.
What you doing, big man? The party is currently split, and somebody's gonna have to make the decision for Quark as well.
Oh fuck, dude. God.
Gork will probably jump in the water too.
Quark would probably jump in the water too.
Quark's probably already at the edge by the time
he probably dipped as soon as we got caught.
Can I?
Quark together.
Quark is currently poisoned.
Yes.
And has the arrow stuck in his shoulder.
Yes.
Just want to reiterate.
Yep.
Chroma, what are you doing as they approach you with iron?
Caliban's is still in my hands, right?
You fell, so I'm gonna say no.
He fell.
You fell.
Well, they fell. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole stumble.
Right. It was a whole Chinese fire.
Because I don't want to let myself get shackled, but I don't want to fucking. Because I'm not fucking stupid. I don't want to.
I would yeah. So your two personas don't have different stats, right?
No, I know.
They're
I know.
not.
I know.
They're not like any less intelligent one way or the other. You
Yeah,
can still make
no,
a
no,
rational decision
Yeah,
with the
that's what I'm
goal
trying
of,
to.
of moving forward. You can still
And
do
just
that.
not be happy about it.
But yeah, you're not gonna be happy about it.
Are they within arm's length? I'm talking about Silver and Caliban. But
At least one of them.
Mhm.
At least one of them.
can I yell to? Is she in shackles yet? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Is who? What? Or Silver and
This hobo
yeah, they
shackled.
offered their hands. They were shackled up. It's your call, homie. Make the decision. You letting them shackle you or no?
No, I can't.
No. What do you do?
Fuck, man. I hate being
It's the dice, man.
I'm gonna run towards Silver.
Mhm.
Try to grab her. If
Okay.
that's possible.
Do you let him grab you? Are you trying to like pick her up and like run with her?
I mean,
I'm trying to grab her and I'm gonna try to turn around. So I'm trying to grab her away from and then turn around.
Like run away from them on the bridge?
Yeah, in a sense.
Okay. Do you want to let him do that with you, or is he gonna have to athletics check? Catch you up.
go for it.
Okay.
She's kind of heavy though.
As the shackles lock onto her wrist, you probably grab her by the back of her collar maybe and just snatch her as you're running, and then like kind of not necessarily carry her, but as you're snatching, like rotate and guide her into a run.
Yeah. And I am going to.
And your big ass is just going clunk 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 clunk
Clunk,
Is
clunk,
it-
clunk.
as your big
I'm
heavy
trying to
ass
get.
is running
I'm
in the
trying to get her
darkness.
to run. I'm trying to get her to run in front of me.
Mm-hmm. I get
I'm
what you're
hoping
saying.
I'm hoping Caliban gets the hint too.
Do you try and run too?
You should have dragged the slower character away.
Oh fuck me!
Mhm.
I'm
That's why
sorry.
he's over here fucking grinning his ass off, and that's why Adam's just.
I feel like
sorry.
everyone forgets I'm a monk.
I did. I'm
It is
sorry.
a fair point, yeah.
Do you follow us? Is what I'm saying.
Want to try something that's probably gonna bite me in the ass?
Because I'm about to try something too.
But
I've got some weird ideas going
Caliban's-
too.
Your ass is splashed in the
It's
water.
probably
Your
gonna
eyes,
bite
your
me in the
ideas are
ass,
wet.
but
Go ahead.
it's going to. It's something Caliban would do. So seeing that
This is all happening really
the
fast.
option for peace has gone out the window, Caliban's gonna flick his wrist and a card's gonna appear out and he's gonna cast fear. Yeah, he's gonna cast fear.
I'm gonna cast fear. Shit.
Okay, who are you targeting at?
Everybody in front of me.
I don't think it's an
Literally
area of effect
everybody in front
spell.
of me. Yep. Everybody in a cone of 30 feet in front of me.
Okay, let me get 20 fucking dice out. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I
Roll
really
one
appreciate
dice and
that.
take it.
No.
Let me roll my D100 first. See if the spell even works, because it's a leveled spell.
Oh
Right.
fuck!
Didn't do that for me.
Oh
I'm glad I jumped off that motherfucking
Didn't do
bridge.
that for me. I forgot.
82.
I'm sorry.
80. Scrolling, I'm
anything.
scrolling, I'm scrolling, Roll a d8.
Oh no.
Cool.
Fireball. Fireball.
7.
Oh god.
Those of you who are currently still on top of the bridge and not falling off the side, 10 feet or so down to the water, you see Caliban sprout tiny fairy wings.
Oh, no.
You're now under the effect of a slow fall spell for what would you roll?
7.
7 for 7 days. You are now under the effect of the slow fall.
That's kind of dope.
I love
actually.
little
That's
tiny
actually
fairy
really
wings.
So your spell fails.
Damn.
That's stupid. Then yeah, he's gonna run.
You're
So as you
gonna
pull
run,
the
but
card, nothing happened. Keep in mind,
Yep.
you are in shackles, and somebody did just shackle you.
Yep.
As you pull the card and put it in his face, and nothing happens. Now look at it. Look at him. Look at it. Look at him. Tiny little wings fold out from your shoulders.
Mm.
Is this your card?
And then he runs like hell.
Go
Yeah.
fish.
Is this your card?
I want you to know, I'm imagining Jack Sparrow when he was running in chains right now.
Yeah.
Just
Absolutely.
Make me an opposed athletic to beat an.
oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, Caliban's fucked.
Jailbreak.
Oh
Yep.
no.
As the guard grabs the chains, twists them tight, and pulls you close, you can't run. Oh shit, he ran away.
Worst
Yep.
time for me
I'm
to
just
be
shit, he
there.
ran away.
Yeah. Worst time
Um,
for me to personally run away.
as the guard snatches you close and grabs onto you, you're going to break. I do want to say that Rick and
If you're about to tell us we're gonna use
Ian
swim things, no, we're not.
fell into the water.
Okay.
No, we didn't.
They made it across the edge of the bridge, fell into the water, and Chroma and Silver began to run away. Silver, your hands are still shackled. So your hands are, effectively big metal brace, chained together. Can't get them much further apart than this. It's good that you're a monk because you can just still counts as a. You only got to
Just
move
double
like a
punch
foot.
somebody in
It
the
still
gut.
counts. It still counts. You don't punch, yeah.
What's the size creature I
Do
can
some
take with me?
do some cool kick
on-
moves.
It's your size.
It's the same. It's your size or one. Your size or
Okay.
smaller.
Before we take break, I just want you to know I'm dimension dooring me and Court back to where we came.
Across the bridge rather than inside the city. That is your choice.
Yeah. Away from the 40 fucking people I have to fight with the injured, poisoned person.
I
Okay.
mean,
I have one more trick up my sleeve. But
I
That's
have
only
a guy
fine.
with the arrow in his
we'll
back
get
who
to
I'm
it. We'll
gonna
get
go
to
try
it when we
treat.
come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna take our breaks really quickly. We'll come back. We'll let you get to your dimension door when we come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those of you who are here, we appreciate you. We'll be back in 15.
I have
have a
one more
good
trick up my
15
sleeve,
minute.
but only one.
Well, they haven't seen me, so I can probably
There's
sneak in.
only one card.
There literally is 2 cards left, but only one that's gonna work.
One that's gonna work. Well, if my plan works, it'll be okay.
It'll be fine. I have my backup that he secured essentially like a few sessions ago, but we'll see if it actually works. The question is, magic is still fucked, so there's a possibility that it could go the way of the fear.
Yeah. Well, on the other hand, me and Cork are okay.
Yeah.
And I'll meet Silver and Chroma at the end of the bridge if they make it that far. And I'm
With slow fall, this could get kind of funny though.
this could get really funny because you can jump off fucking anything.
Well, I have dimension door.
Do you?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So
I could dimension door myself in the air backwards
in the air
with the guy
drop
holding
poor
me.
guy. Or you
Yeah.
open the dimension door backwards into a group of very angry adventurers who were just shot arrows at and tried to be arrested.
Yeah.
My bad.
I didn't know you had dimension door though.
bad,
That makes
Taylor.
things fun.
I do. But I have to cast it. It's not an item, so
Yeah,
it could always fail.
Yeah, yours can fail. Mine can't.
Why you're bad? What'd you do?
Huh?
But just
Why
pick
you're
your way out of.
bad? What you do?
Better just pick your way
You
out of
left
the
the
lock.
one character that can't fight his way out.
Yeah, I I done fucked up.
It's okay.
I'm not playing
Everyone
Arden.
seems to forget that.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
playing
mute.
Arden anymore. I can't just tell people to fuck off real quick and
Hey,
run
at, least,
away.
at least on the upside, your two lockpicky people are probably gonna be able to ascend the bridge for you.
Yeah.
I might die here. I might die here for Caliban. Let's just say that.
Oh no! Oh yeah, you rolled that.
Time to
person
die.
out, didn't you?
Time to die.
I mean, you're the angry persona
This has
I'm
been some
imagining.
stupid shit.
So it really depends on how much the angry persona cares for Caliban.
Yeah. What's up, Hobo? What did you say?
This has been some stupid shit.
It has been. This has been a Three Stooges episode of D&D. If I've ever seen one.
Hmm.
Agree.
As you should.
As any DM should.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't look at your characters at least twice a session and go, fucking kidding me? What?
Okay.
I'd like to point out that I have been an unwilling participant this whole time.
Okay. You're not the only one.
Sorry.
You have
Literally
two
just
rogues.
gone from bad to worse.
You have two rogues. You could have just picked your fucking way out of the lock. You just chose
Look,
not.
the two rogues disappeared. They were the first ones to leave us. Well, technically, Alien was the first one to leave us, but he was never really there to begin with.
Yeah,
He
it
likes to
was
play with holes.
Alien doesn't even exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't know who I am, so I can go into the town probably without
All
any
I'm
suspicion.
saying is if you get me killed here,
No, I'm gonna.
that's part of the
tell.
course.
I get you killed. The fuck?
It's you
I
started
mean,
this.
Hikaru did get Arden killed.
Yeah, it's part of the course at this point.
What do you mean? How did Hikaru get?
You didn't
Arden
wake up.
killed?
You didn't wake up any.
You didn't wake up anybody.
Well,
But
I tried and no one
also,
fucking woke
neither
up.
did
Everyone
Arden.
rolled
So the
like
blame is shared.
Arden was not trying to start conflict in my defense.
You started conflict immediately. What do you mean?
No,
You
we
turned on
didn't.
a fucking lamp, bro. You were like, bing, and turn on your fucking chest.
Yes,
It's a way to
he
wake
turned
people
on a
up.
light for someone boarding a boat, and he started a conversation. He did not say, "Okay, I'm the beacon of hope. Fuck you. Here's a goddamn hammer to the face."
That's what it
He
came
didn't.
off as, bro.
It did come
No,
off a
he
little
did not.
cocky. It was a little cocky. It was
He
like
did.
it was.
He did come off.
It wasn't
cocky.
directly
Yes,
get
he
the hell off my boat. It
threatened
was
them, but
wreck.
He did not. He did not attack. There was no violence.
There's violence now.
But the
It's not
threat
my fault
thereof.
that no one woke up when I tried like 3 times to wake people up.
You know, the funny
You
part
did
is
not
of
physically shake them awake.
here's the thing: of everybody who woke up, nobody decided to wake everybody else up. I should
Not
put
a
that out
single
there.
one of them.
That was
Ben
great
just
night.
kept rolling shit to wake up.
Yeah, because it's a negative stat for me.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't blame him for fucking anything.
I blame him for everything.
Is it because
Well,
I
for
came
that part-
upstairs and killed 2 people instantly?
I was getting
Right.
bored of Turtle Man. He slowly became the fucking fuck
He was
cowgirls and leave.
But he was my
Meme.
friend.
But we were a meme together.
Yeah, I punched the shit out of a little fucking mushroom thing. It blew up all over the wall.
And then we burnt down cities.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
By accident by me, because I kept
A few
running up
cents.
fucking roofs.
We have not treated this world kindly.
Hey, who cares?
Does any D&D group?
Some of them, maybe. I doubt they all go around burning entire cities down.
Does any good D&D group not do the same thing?
Guess what's happening to this city when we're done with it?
We've already burned it to the ground
Already
once. Yeah, we've already been responsible for one.
We're gonna
for
kill
one
all the
instance
humans.
of it burning to the ground.
Oh, there is no we in that one. That's solely on me. I'll take that.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna finish that job.
I'm gonna blow up all the boats they have left when we take an airship.
I'm gonna finish that motherfucking job.
So, probably describe the airship to you as a group. And Elian could say he had done this previously.
Yeah, I already know it.
Airships are powered by magical gems that kind of hang.
You told us this
There's
last
like
week.
magical swirling energy in it. They don't have masts. They're guided by a wheel which turns you left and right, and then you can lean the wheel forward and back, tilt the wheel left and right to rotate. Got 6 axes of movement. Pretty cool.
They're pretty dope.
But you would also know they're pretty fragile.
Well, yeah.
Oh. Make of that up to you. Highly suggest
Crash.
if you like spicy things, highly suggest the top it to you hot fry.
Could I use my
Very good.
portable hole as a parachute?
No.
No.
It only activates when it's flat on a surface. So right now it's just
There is
like
no
a,
surface.
Exactly. It's just a big.
He's not. He's not trying to use it as a.
It's
He's
a
not
big
trying
canvas.
to use it as a Bugs Bunny hole to jump through. He's trying to use it as a 10-foot wide claw. No.
Yeah, but
damn it.
have any of you ever dropped an egg from that height? Like, this is a science experiment. You weigh too much.
Yeah, drop an egg from any height, it breaks. What do you mean?
Actually, there's a whole
Have
science
you not
experiment.
done
Yeah.
the air
No.
drop, the air
No.
resistant egg drop test as
No,
a child?
definitely not. Nope.
Your school sucked ass.
Nope. We built bottle rockets. That's about it.
Okay, so take
This
an
is
egg, go
America.
grab
We had to teach
a
you how to shoot
cloth,
rockets young.
and
Florida, man,
throw
what
it
do you
off
expect?
with that similar of cloth. It's gonna plummet. You don't have it.
Florida, we got to teach them how to defend themselves.
Well, I mean, you could jump off. You have like feather falling, don't you?
Well, yeah,
Slow
I
fall.
could.
It's
Now
better
I'm
than
fine.
feather fall.
And
Yeah,
so
I
can
got slow
hobo.
fall.
I think monks can do that too.
Mm-hmm. That's her
Yeah,
ability is slow
eventually.
fall, not feather.
Well, like, similar thing. I'm gonna get myself some ravioli.
A few minutes, about 5 minutes.
Ravioli, give me that formula. And what are you doing?
I got an ingrown hair on my leg and it's pissing me off.
Okay.
Nope, I'm going to get tweezers. That's all we got.
One ring to fool them all.
Yes.
Be the title of the session. One ring to fool them all.
Yeah, because one ring fucked
Yes.
us.
One ring to foil everything.
I love how your plan was. We have to get to the airship. No holds barred. Do everything possible. As soon as you're met with resistance, I give up.
Yeah.
And then, as soon as you're met resistance and give up, it's run.
So
It's
here's the
not.
thing, the plan
It's
was
not
for
go
airship.
into the city. It's.
Yeah, we didn't even make it in the city.
I get it. It's a. I mean, it's a fucking defendable city. In pieces, the walls are kind of in ruins in certain
anymore.
places, but
It's cinders.
it's not burnt to a fucking crisp. No, it's
It
not like
needs
you
to
left the
be.
last city. The only fucking
Look.
building left standing is Vanello's cabinet or whatever the fuck it was.
Can we trade? Can I have that city back?
No.
I don't even want.
Not a
Wanda
mass
Deep.
grave of hundreds of thousands.
Didn't we all fuck up that dark whatever city pretty good too?
Darkhold is
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
Darkhold. We literally burned to cinders. It's literally a mass grave. But the dude stole our weapons, so he kind of deserves it. Fuck that dude.
The only weapon he actually stole that was worth anything was Ben's dagger.
Yeah, but fuck that dude. You don't steal from us and have your city still standing.
That I got by chance just purely because I happened to ask the right questions and sell the right things in session 0.
Look, all I'm saying is you don't steal from us and have your city still standing.
That's fair.
I get it. I love that you guys is first. Your plan was fuck it. We're getting in the city no matter what. We're getting to that airship no matter what. We need it. We have to complete our mission. Meets semi-impassable wall. I give up. I give up.
Well, that was 28 people that we were aware of.
I give up. And 2 of you
Yeah.
have dimension door.
Look, Josh,
How many of
only
us have
carry
dimension
one
door?
extra person.
2.
2.
Which means 4 of you could go.
Yeah.
We're only
Which
like
means
90
only
in the city,
only
aren't
2 other people would have to find their way into the city. Then they could be assisted by the 4 people who were already in the city.
Look,
Yeah, and 2 of them are
Don't-
fucking rogues.
And one of them's a monk who
Don't
can
talk
fucking
to us
run up
about that.
walls.
Mhm.
And I have a spider climb if I ever need to use it.
And you have a spider climb.
I refuse to take
Did you say you refuse to run up walls? Or you refuse to be
I
compliant?
refuse to take any blame.
Oh yeah, no, nobody gave you blame. No.
I refuse
You
to take any blame.
no. I agree. You didn't really do anything wrong. I haven't done a whole lot at all. Shit. But it's okay.
That's because the entire thing has been ran by Idiot 1 and Idiot 2.
I hear you.
Well, I mean, we're trying shit.
Here. Silver
How
may
is
have a moral compass,
nothing
but she is not
wrong?
often the voice of reason.
I mean,
She's not charismatic enough to be a voice of reason.
I hear you,
that's also fair.
and I love that you play it like that. But it leads to shenanigans like this. All right. Done. Okay, we're back. We're back. Hello, internet. We're back. Doing things. So, to recap what you're currently seeing, Roma has snatched Silver by the collar of her fucking leather fucking armor, and started running. Right.
It's not leather. She's not wearing armor. It's
Yeah.
just clothes.
All right, shirt. Grabbed her by her shirt. Grabbed her, snatched her. She is snatched, in fact. So they're running. He turns her around. They're running. He's clunking like a motherfucker, bro. He sounds like, you know that one uncle you got that drives that shit beater car and he swears one day he's gonna fix it up.
That he never does, yeah.
That's what his armor sounds like while he's running. You know, the differential's out. Fucking both CV joints in the front are gone. Missing a brake pad on one wheel. You just can't figure out which one's squealing. That's what his armor sounds like. Clunk. That's fucking. It's pretty bad. It sounds like trying to start a Model T.
Yeah.
Is it as dark as night? Yes. Does it have like a blackened chrome trimming around it? Yes. Does he still sound like fucking steam engine on a Navy ship trying to start? Yes.
Yep.
You also have silver in chains. Her hands are lined up, shackles on both wrists. She's running, so she's kind of like running like this with her hands together, obviously. Caliban, currently being held by one guard, another approaching, very close. Caliban in cuffs, right, in shackles. And Elian in the water beneath the bridge. Roughly 20 ground guards in front of you, one small van, so 21 in front of you. And your rogues doing roguey things. Like the whimsical creatures that they are. So they both jump off the bridge. Then what are you doing when you jump off the bridge?
We're gonna swim to shore.
Yeah, I've got some minutes in the door.
Not yet.
Swimming back to the other shore? The previous shore or the one you were approaching? The city shore or the...
We're gonna swim to the one we're approaching, but we're also gonna let the water take us down a little farther away from everybody
Okay.
while swimming across.
Okay.
Considering it's like we were like what 90 feet from, or 20 feet from the edge.
Your boat's...
Yeah. So we're gonna swim down and over, kind of diagonally.
Okay. As you both fall in the water, Oric is not looking very good. Looking a little hurt, so you probably grab him and kind of loop him under your arm, get his at least your arm under his chest.
Yeah.
Elliot, next to you, you hear his two bodies fall into the water. Do anything about that, or you just continue your hiding?
No, because I'll follow where they're going. Be on the shore with them.
Oh. You could probably guide them a little faster too by pushing them. You might be able to push them into the river.
Help take some of the weight off of me from Court.
Right, you can do that. So your semi-fish, non-fish, fishman. Also, has anyone checked on the fish in a while?
I mean, I kind of just peek in on him every day.
Put him into his home. Put him into his home. He becomes an eldritch being again.
Yeah.
You put him back in the water, he becomes an eldritch being.
I mean, he is currently submerged underwater in his container.
Correct.
That is my patron.
Little do you know. No.
There's room for water to get in and out of that, I'm assuming.
Did you cap the lid?
It was like a teapot, so
yeah, it was like a teapot.
You think I'm joking about? I'm dead
So
serious.
the lid's capped, but there's the little port on the end of it that water can go in and out of. So I mean,
sure.
He's got a bunch of fresh water in his pot.
That tracks.
It was just a teapot that Arden made wearable.
I definitely forgot when you picked him up the first time you picked him up in a teapot. I forgot that.
Yeah. Yep. Arden basically cross-linked a teapot and made it into a little.
I mean, you did that, but you also chopped a cat in half.
I did cut a cat in half
with an axe. Like you threw an axe and split a cat clean in two.
Yeah.
Before the fish could kill the cat, and we find out that it's actually an elder.
Before there was a slight puff of hair sitting on the counter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the cat was turned into.
Why is this fish taking furry shits? It doesn't make sense.
Why is there fur in his bowl?
What the hell is this floating in the bowl? No.
Why is he wearing a fur jacket?
When did this guy get a fur coat? Like, do they even make those for fish? Anyways, he is a lion fish. He is a lion fish. It would be funny
if being exposed to a body of water. That's a real question for me.
Make a perception check.
16.
T-Bot's closed. Don't know. While you're underwater.
Okay.
Hellman, what are you doing?
Am I just being held on to at the moment?
Well, a second guard approaches and wraps his hands around, like on your chains, and they're kind of guiding you into the gate, and they're gonna, you can presume, likely going to put.
Okay. He's gonna let it happen for right now.
Okay.
But he is
Chroma.
going to try. I have it already palmed, but I'm going to try and hide a card.
Roll me a stealth check. But when you said in case they try and search, you want to do it if they try and search you later?
If they try and search me, I want to essentially.
You want to roll a stealth check against perception later?
What's that movie?
Yeah.
Now You See Me? Like the Now You See Me scene?
Yeah.
We can do it
he's
later.
going to essentially try and palm some cards so that they can't see it.
We can do it later. That's fine. Well, so if they try and search you,
Yeah.
just remember if I mention it, that you need to remind me about it. I will fucking forget.
Yeah, we'll do.
Chroma, you big tank. What are you doing plunking along over there? How you doing? You guys are just running. You're running across the bridge. That's your whole plan.
I'm gonna pop darkness behind me too. Well, on me.
It stays with your suit, right? So.
Yeah. No, on me. Yeah.
Okay. And Silver, are you just gonna outrun him? What are you doing? You're gonna stay back for moral support?
Well, I mean,
He can only go 60 feet in a turn. That's my point. You can go 150.
I'll stay back for moral support. Yeah, I'll like keep pace with him.
Okay.
Jesus
I feel like that's more
Christ.
insulting than anything else.
You-
It's like the
you-
biggest.
It's one of those she runs forward and
That's like a drill
runs back
sergeant
at the
running-
same time.
No,
It's like
no,
a drill
so-
sergeant running
so-
beside you, run, and he's running backwards, yelling at you.
The way I want to flavor this is that as you turn her, she catches on to what you're doing, begins to start running, hears the sounds of your footsteps, turns back and looks at you, and deliberately slows down so you can catch up. It just maintains said speed across the bridge.
That's fine.
You do hear the command of archers loose above. Or start to fly. I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws. 2 of them, please. It'll be 1 pair to start and then a pair again.
This man's gonna drag me down.
I mean, he's
Again.
giving you a +3.
Wouldn't it be like
And
an
next to it, so you
advantage?
have
'Cause
a +3.
they can't see
I don't need
into
a
it.
+3.
They know you're on the bridge.
Because it is a circle. It is a circle around me, but
You do cast your darkness. I will give you your advantage. You can have advantage, and you get your +3 because of your save.
would it be advantage for her also since she's in the darkness with me?
On the
Because she can see. She can see though. That's the thing.
How can I see in the darkness?
She can't
I thought.
see.
Oh, I
Thimble.
thought you were the one that.
Thimble
that
could
was
see.
Thimble.
Alien can.
Thimble had the devil
Yeah.
sight. My bad. That's totally
Mhm.
my fucking
Thimble
bad.
could see.
You were guiding her along.
Thimble
Yeah,
was the
okay.
child of the goat-horned demon.
Oh,
Dope. That's dope.
that was
Sorry.
never really.
Storyline you guys will never.
You never really told us that in the old elf story either.
Well, she never knew.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. So what do you say? So what is it? Just athletics you said or dex?
I will give you. It's dexterity saving throw. You can have advantage. She does not get it because she cannot see in the darkness.
Okay, I get you.
But she does get a +3. So
You get a +3. So I
23.
mean, her save is 27 and yours is 20. Very good saves. As you guys are running, side by side, step by step, several arrows strike the bridge behind you. A couple hit the water. Hits. You're to keep running. They do, a couple of the arrows do strike into your darkness, but not hitting either of you. So the darkness, as you pass over it, like the arrows disappear from their point of view, and then they reappear as they're stuck into the wood. So there's this gap in the timing of like when it should hit, and then it's already on the ground.
Understood.
Probably strikes a few of them as weird.
Using as hell.
Strikes a few.
Oh.
Right. Both of you, make me your second check.
$13.
Okay, with her 19 though, you guys average out to be good enough. Again, you guys clear the end of the bridge. Behind you, you did hear the big splash, right? You did hear him say, lock him up, right? So they're definitely taking at least one person in. You saw the two dive over the wall. You saw at least Ian dive over the wall and grab Korik. Korik probably too fucked up to consciously make the decision to jump. But also too fucked up to stop him from pulling him away. So as he grabs Korik and just dives over the bridge.
In fairness, he probably would have done the same thing though.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that Lee would have tried to run with you. I don't doubt that at all. So I'm just trying to flavor it because he got stuck with the arrow. He has poison. He has the condition of poison, not just the damage. So almost everything he does is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm letting you carry him, so we don't have to make a roll for him to have to dive over the side of the bridge. Several arrows. No arrows are shot at you two in the water because they're shooting the one still on the bridge. They do carry Caliban inside. Once you two reach the other end of the bridge, what do you do?
I am going to pull.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Cass and Hobo. You're good. Make sure you don't Cass and Hobo when you the other end of the bridge. What do you two do?
I am gonna break her shackles because I do not think I'm gonna be able to lockpick them. I know we have one, but
how are you gonna break them? There's about 100 feet between you and the woods. It'd be, call it one more turn of movement. That way you guys can go.
Okay. No, I mean I can use my halberd to break her shackles.
Like set it up on a fucking rock and try and bust it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the whole yeah.
Okay. Silver, how do you feel about that?
If I lose a hand, I'm going to find where you live, and I'm going to fucking kill you.
I'm gonna turn your Leonin into a real nice rug.
Oh boy.
He's gonna turn Cass into a real nice rug.
That's fair. Cass a real nice jacket. I think that the Leonin would be a real nice rug. No, okay.
Jesus Christ.
A little real nice throw rug.
Just have Cass full mounted like a bear.
Oh god. Anyways. So we'll say you two break for the woods. You take another turn of movement, get to you do after enough time feel like you're not being pursued. So you stop. You maybe get back to the cart if you guys feel like going back to the cart. You would know that that's kind of a rally point in case anything goes wrong. Everybody's supposed to come to the point to the cart.
I mean, everybody knows where it is at least, and it's hidden. So.
Yeah. So I mean, it in effect is a checkpoint because you guys knew where it was. You can set up get a stone on the ground, set her up. She's got her hands out. I need to bust it. Go ahead and I would like you to describe to me what exactly you're doing here. Are you just straight like bare blade on the chain? Or what are you doing? These is, I mean, big shackle. Think about the size of my hand, locked onto her wrist. Big, fairly thick chain over to the other shackle on the other. But she only has about a foot of room between the two of them.
Oh, fuck me.
I mean, they're not going to be chains where you can put your hands this fucking far apart. I mean, what good are shackles at this point?
You don't want the shackles
or
off
you
right
can
now,
try
then?
and pick them.
I don't have any lock.
We can
I
wait
don't have
until
any.
we get the rope.
You might.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay.
It's,
So do you guys
that
go
big
back
of a
to?
deal. I can still punch with them.
You guys go back to the cart. Do you hang out in the woods on the about 100 feet from the edge?
I think into the woods would be better.
I mean, I'm gonna hang out.
I'm saying, are you hanging out on the edge of the waterline woods, like 100 feet, or are you going all the way back to the cart? About a mile back.
What do you think, Silver? Because I know you're faster than me, so it's I'm following you at this point now.
I mean, they got my boy Caliban back there. I'm not fucking just gonna leave him behind like this. That's fucked up.
We won't. We'll get him. Everyone skedaddled from the plan, so it was last minute thing.
Okay. I'm more of a menace inside the city than I am out.
That do be fair, he can kind of summon his own small army.
Yeah, I'll wait with her. I guess to see the other people.
You guys wait in a tree line, sort of near the water, about 100 feet. Those of
Probably
you
in the
who
tree line.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's the water, 100 feet of open land, tree line. In the tree.
Okay. Right. Okay.
You can't see very far because again it is super dark. But you can see in the distance, like the torches are being lit. The wall is being. Those of you who hit the are in the water, please like to tell.
If we're still in the water,
Sure.
we're
Yeah. In this time, this would be you swimming towards.
Yeah.
You figure it takes them roughly 2 turns to, run across the bridge. Another turn to get over there. 2 turns to figure out the rock situation. However,
Yeah.
So they're just sitting there watching, looking for some kind of helping them.
Yeah, we're swimming to the shore. Yeah.
Few turns go by. That's 6. You guys manage to get a little ways down the river. Like the river is, once you're in it, is fairly moving. Like if you're free floating, it does have some speed to it. Then you're assisting the speed by swimming with the water, so you're actually gaining. Immediately on the outside of Waterdeep lie open folk.
We had how far to make it to shore? 20 feet?
It's about 20 feet, but I figure you're not trying to go immediately ashore near the gate.
No,
you're probably trying to wait past the city.
I'd say we're probably 120 feet down from the bridge is where we're trying. We're trying to still make it like at the wall
closer to the river, closer to the river port.
But yeah, closer to the river port, just trying to get somewhere that they can't see us per se.
The river port, I would say the river port's probably a mile. The city is, it's not a fucking half-mile wide city. Waterdeep is one of the largest cities in in Forgotten Realm. So Waterdeep is large, like not just in size, but in population. Massive city.
Okay, then I'd just say 120 feet from the bridge. 120, 130 feet. That's kind of where we're aiming for.
About 120 feet. You manage to get your three of you are now on land. Will tell you that Korik is probably very deeply panting because he is in rough shape.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to patch him up.
Okay.
Isn't he
Tyler,
one of
cheers
those
this.
healing potion things?
I don't know if Cork was in that little give me healing potion circles.
Yeah, we all have one.
Okay. I'm still gonna try to patch him up first. Pull the arrow and such.
I'll assist with it.
Make a medicine check.
Make a what?
Are you assisting, or do you want me to do the assist and you do the medicine check, Nick? Doesn't matter.
Well, you said you're gonna do it, so you do the thing. He does the assist.
Okay.
Tyler did
Oh,
choose the
shit.
part. Have a drink.
An 11 on the medicine check.
Okay, and that's with the assist now.
Yeah, he failed. He rolled a 4.
That's okay. Well, you do manage to get the arrow out. You do manage to kind of pack some, not necessarily gauze, but cloth. Maybe some torn cloth off of his something. Pack some of it over it. You feel like you did a good job of at least packing the wound. Not gonna recover any hit points for him, but he's at least not dying from his external injury.
Going through his bag looking for his healing potion and shoving it down his throat.
Okay. Whatever it is, 2d4 plus whatever is modified, 2d4 plus 4 or 6 or something. Is it your key point potions?
4.
2d4 plus.
And she gets a key point back.
2d4 plus 4.
12.
Okay. Good rolls. 4 both.
I rolled 2 8s.
Yeah. Oh, you rolled 1 8. Okay.
Yeah, 2 4s.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, 12 is max roll. It's a great roll.
Yep.
He does heal up 12 hit points. Down 3, I think. He still is suffering from the poison condition. 9 and 7 pre. Poison condition.
Okay.
Everything he does.
Okay.
So, Alvin, were escorted inside the city wall. Several pikes, halberds, and spears at you. Fighters. The daggers, rapiers, short swords, and other sorts of small finite weapons. Whatever, small weapons. Can't think of the word I think of it. Starts with an F, but I can't think of it. They do get sheathed almost immediately. You see the small balding man who seems to be wearing what you couldn't easily discern is Waterdeep City Guard uniform. Water Davian
like
Guard. I don't know who the fuck came up with that. You should be shot. That people from Waterdeep are Water Davians. You should be shot.
That's bullshit. Yeah, I would also like to point out that Caliban is wearing no weapons. He has no weapons on him. Thanks to the dude that stole all of his weapons.
Right. You make the perception check.
Yeah.
F off.
There it goes. 15.
With a 15, you out of the corner of your eye, see the Water Davian guard over to one of the roguish men that was out there guarding the city. It does seem to be that he's asking, kind of inquisitively looking at him. You can see, judging by his inflections, you can't really hear what he's saying, but by the tone of the asking. And then he looks over at his men and says, take him to the what's the other word? Take him to the cell. Take him to the cells. Take him to the stocks. So, to take you over to what would effectively be a makeshift sheriff's office, for lack of a better, They take you into this room. The back of the room, there are 3 cells. One of the cells has a young dwarvish woman in it. Middle cell is empty. All right.
Okay.
Room other than you 2, and the one guard is who appears to be wearing Water Davy guard garb. At the door, sitting there with his spear ready, just kind of posted up with his spear, as a guard would be. Everybody else exits the room, including the balding old man, including all the roguish figures. Anything you would like?
First, he wants to ask the young dwarvish woman what she's in for.
Slyly, or are you just blatantly saying it now?
Oh, he's blatantly asking her. He's making noise. He's trying to essentially be a menace.
The guard's gonna go, "Oi, shut the fuck up!"
Cool.
They're Australian.
Yeah. Then he's going to look over at the young dwarvish woman and kind of wink at her slyly, and then in a lower tone ask her if she wants to see a magic trick.
Let me preface it. She's like laying down in the cot, looking in your direction, and as you ask her this, she just rolls over and looks away from you. And you could see a deep sullen. So I actually have a question for you about your spirits. Do they have to be dead, or could the fear of them being dead be enough to generate?
I would say they have to be dead, because
so you can't necessarily see somebody's regrets.
No, I can hear them though. So think of Revenant lore. You can hear the regrets of dead spirits, like the crossroads type thing, and like hunting down crossroads type thing, but not necessarily if they're not dead.
That's gonna help my description. So as you're looking at her, you don't see a single soul, single one.
Okay.
But the expression on her face would give you the impression that there's thousands. Probably thousands, hundreds of losses on her mind. You can see she is very sullen. She is very torn. She is very broken. She just rolls over and ignores.
Cool. Well, now as he's been a menace to the guard, and as she is now ignoring him, he's going to turn around and dimension door out the fuck out of here.
A large, bright purple flash happens in this fucking room as the guard begins to sprint across the room to an empty cell.
Yep.
Where have you gone?
Bye now.
We'll come back to where you've gone in a minute. The 2 of you who are in the forest. The city does seem to be on watch and on guard now. Across the bridge. What? You know that Caliban was taken inside, in chains, You know that the two rogues and Elian, the two rogues jumped in the water, and then Elian was already.
That is a good fucking question. I am light on my feet, but not this light.
We need to find the others.
I have nothing. I honestly have nothing.
We got to find the other guys before we to figure out what we're gonna do about getting Caliban out.
Right. Well, Tweedledee and Tweedledum went down that way. I don't know where the fucking swimming one went, but I assume followed. So I guess go that way?
That way it is. Towards the water.
Okay. Let's make a break for the water.
Right? That's the way.
Yeah, I mean they fell in the water.
Right?
They fell in the water and started floating downstream. You didn't really see them floating downstream because they hit the dark water and like plummeted below it because he was trying to hide. So he wasn't trying to blatantly just sit there on top of the water going, "Hey guys, we're gonna see you down the river. Come join us down here. We'll see you guys later." Yeah. So when he dumped in the water, we'll say that he was trying to at least be sly. And once he pulled him into the water, he even probably covered Korik's mouth so he couldn't fucking take in water rolled over. Because again, Korik's not looking good. You healed him, not looking very cognizant of his current location. He appears to be drunk.
He appears to be on autopilot.
So you two begin to make a break for the far right corner of the city. You can see the riverport lit up from your side of the city. Now the city has lit up. Torches on the riverport have lit up as well. The docks are now lit. You can see that there are 3 boats. If you have gotten to Field Court, to beyond further downshore to the riverport, or do you plan to find a way into the city? Right? For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
There's some like outer buildings that are like outside the city walls, kind of. Because the riverport is outside, not supposed to be a defendable.
Okay.
The only you would know that the only open wall side of it is and it's not even open walled. It's retracted wall. Is the seaport.
Okay.
Seaport is not even within the wall. The city is supposed to be the defensible. Ports are supposed to be how they can need be. They could deploy boats. But you're not supposed to. In the effort of a seafaring city, they don't want necessarily to be. They don't want the people to reach the sea, so they need to be able to deploy the ships at all times. They can never be like channel locked if it like Fatal Funnel through a single fucking gateway with ships. You don't.
Okay.
What do you three?
I'm gonna look at Ellie and ask him. Well, I guess here's our options. We could forego the airship and just grab a riverboat. We're gonna have to find an icebreaker of those 3 of the boats that are over there, or we can
Can't clearly see which.
Yeah. Or we can continue for this airship. What do you suggest?
I think the best course of action is probably see if they have an icebreaker ship.
Nah, okay. Are you able to swim back up this river?
Some speed of 40 feet, so I'm guessing I can.
Yes, if you're swimming against the flow, it just drops you. You have to dash.
Do you want to try to scout it from in the water instead of us walking down the shore, or would you just rather us walk down the shore with you?
I'll
He's
go scout.
he's kind of fucked up. So
Yeah, just keep an eye
it's
out
about me
for
and
it.
you.
I
I'm
swim.
gonna
I go
like sit
underwater.
Court down on the against the wall, make him nice and comfortable.
Knock him unconscious. Really.
Yeah.
He
Actually,
fucking sits.
would be
He sits still. Hit him with some non-lethal damage real quick to the fuck.
I'm just gonna let him kind of like.
Good gear.
I figure he might be tired, so kind of like let him teeter off to sleep, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Set him against the wall.
Cool.
Moving ahead in the water to go check and see if they have an icebreaker. I would say the only information that was given to you about icebreakers is they have metal on their metal that forms a point on the.
Well, I'd have probably described what we were looking for in the plan of what we were looking for on that ship because I would have seen it before.
Fair, but from a distance, probably not directly from on because you would sail.
Yeah.
So, I mean, less sails than a sea ship. Lower in profile.
Big metal plate.
Big metal like spike, not necessarily a spike reaching off the front, but it's an iron side effectively. It has metal around it,
If
and it has its own
that's
form.
meant to break ice, I imagine it would have something metal and spiky on it anyway.
Also, not driven by the wind.
Right. Well, it can be.
Can be,
but it doesn't have to be. It has its own form.
Yeah.
You're not too sure what kind.
Magic.
Could be 50 rowing men underneath the deck. Could be a fucking giant sea kraken you hook it to. No, it's not a water wheel. It's not that kind of riverboat. No gambling, goddammit.
There's little goblins in there that run on treadmills.
Yeah, a bunch of little goblins who run on. A lot of squeaky noises in the ship. We don't know.
I only said the water wheel because I was in Branson today and saw one.
So you guys. So you're going on land specifically, Ian, or are you going in the water?
I'm not going with him.
I'm going.
Oh, you're gonna stay. Okay, you're gonna stay with Court.
I'm hanging out with Court.
Okay.
Letting him nod off, making sure he nods off to sleep.
Okay, yeah, no, he after a few, But in that minute, Ian, you as you are swimming down the river, you kind of peek your head up. Make me a perception check, please.
22.
22. Not one of these boats. These are purely southern sailing.
Huh. Okay. Which way is the air moving?
What?
The wind. Which way is the wind going?
The wind is pushing with the river, so it's pushing inward, like eastward.
Okay.
So
I've seen every boat, and none of them has any.
None of the 3 boats that are currently have metal around.
All right.
All wood boats.
Do I see anyone at the docks or some shit?
That's what I'm gonna go to next. I need you to make me a stealth check. I give you advantage because it's dark outside and the water is dark, but they do have torches, so they can see. Right? They've lit things up.
The water cloudy.
I told you the water's already dark.
Yeah.
It would work.
20 anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you feel pretty well hidden.
Alright, well, I'm
kind of just poking your eyes above the water. You're not going any further. Feel pretty well hidden. feel like anybody's spotted you from that harbor. What's next?
I'm swimming back.
Okay. Probably 5 minutes in total have passed. For Cork. But Ian, you hear a quick little splash. Elliot just stands up out of the water, and the water begins to run off his clothes, making the ground. But as you look over, Cork is fast asleep.
There's no ship.
Well, shit. I guess the next step, I've got an idea. I like doing it.
Would you be able to swim Cork back to the other side where the other two ran?
Probably.
Don't know where they are. You just you
Well,
don't even know that they crossed the bridge. You would know that they ran backwards. That's what you would know. You would have coasted far
slightly
enough out of range to
backwards to-
not be able to
yeah.
see them. If they made it across the bridge.
How far are we from the tower with the airship? Is it like middle of the city or?
It's more easterly than middle. I would say it is probably a half mile into the city, towards the side of the city that you're currently near. Like you would be. Waterdeep is kind of shaped like a sword, so it's like it's flat across the water line, flat across the mountain line above it, and then it comes to a point. You would be kind of down near the lower tip. Like if I'm sorry, this is your point, you would be down near the lower tip.
Okay.
This is your, and then this being your sword base, you would be down here.
Okay. I guess watch Cork, and I'll send you a message through the stone of instructions. And I'm going to Dimension Door.
So you want me to take him across the river or stay right here?
I would just kind of hang out over here. It seems to be a pretty safe-ish spot. I mean, they're not really roaming over here. It's not where somebody's walking currently, and it's dark.
There's only about 15 feet. Sorry, there's only about 15 feet of land, and it's very like sludgy, mushy soil. Or you hit a rock wall that climbs 50 feet high and is a wall. There's very little room here.
Alright.
So I am going to Dimension Door 500 feet into the city, or to like, and since I know the city well enough, I'd probably know about where I am, right? Even on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I mean, you would know that this area is more park, so there's a lot of open area for probably the next 500 feet or so. I mean, you could put yourself inside the park. But the city's changed.
Okay.
Not the same city it was those months ago in session 0.
I'm gonna put myself as close to what I would think would be the most amount of like concealment that I could get within my range of going to the other side of the wall.
Okay.
Like an alleyway.
And you could push yourself into like an alleyway or something.
Yeah.
Elliot, in front of you, large fucking purple white glow of energy. He's gone. Inside the city, you appear. Big purple white glow. Those of you on the other shoreline, further down the city, almost to where you can see the river port at, you see a blue, purple, whitish glow of energy, and then it dissipates. The exact same thing you saw Vincent do yesterday when he stabbed the shit out of those. What did you two do across the river? Anything? Dude, okay. Fucking, we'll move on then. You guys see a purplish blue white glow and don't go towards it or anything. Okay. Oh man. Go. You are fairly, I mean, probably incredibly unfamiliar with this city.
Yep. I have the knowledge I have when I was walked in.
So where do you go?
So the cool thing about Dimension Door is I don't have to physically see it, I just have to imagine it. I want to specifically be on a rooftop about 200-ish feet away from the place. So like I was looking at rooftops as they were bringing me in. So I want to be on a rooftop.
On the roof of one of the nearby buildings? Same purplish, blue, whitish glow.
Yep.
And still in chains.
Two things. Yep, I'm gonna do two things. First thing is I'm gonna dancing light again, 120 feet up in the air. They're gonna spin around for about 2 seconds so that everybody outside of the city, maybe hiding in the tree line, I don't know, can see them.
Gamey, but okay.
I'll
allow
but
it.
I'm assuming people are going to be looking for me, at the least. But, anyways, they're gonna anybody that's looking, put it that way, can see a bunch of dancing lights, 120 feet up in the air in every direction, kind of just spin around for 2 seconds and then disappear. And then Caliban is going to look for a way off of this roof and try and stay hidden with his hands in chains as best he can.
Make me a perception.
Yep. Perception. Ooh, that was a nat one. I'm very well wherever I am.
You feel like you found a pretty decent way down, but it's going to take a little bit of jumping.
Cool.
So go ahead and make me
acrobatics.
I'm going to say the first jump is at based on if you pass or fail. I'll give you acrobatics or a dexterity saving throw.
I hate you.
A little bit of a run jump.
13.
You make the jump. You hit the other side. Now you can make an acrobatics check to try and drop down to the next.
Okay. That's 13 again.
Okay, it's enough. You manage to slide down a little bit. You reach over and grab a pipe and begin to work your way down the pipe a little bit. Then get one more acrobatics check.
Okay. Watch me fall on my ass. 11.
With an 11, as you're getting close to the bottom, above you, you hear pink, 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 as the nails, or I'm sorry, the nail, yeah, that'd be nails. Shit, the nails start to begin to separate from the wood. As the pipe begins to lean, hits the roof behind you, and you fall about 10 feet.
Cool.
No, fuck, you don't, because you have slow fall. You could have just jumped off the roof. You could have just jumped off the roof.
Jumped off the roof.
Shit. As you think you're gonna fall, you begin to slowly set yourself gently back on the ground. Very strangely, that was not you performing magic.
Yeah.
The two of you, I'm gonna come back to you two really quickly. The two of you across the river see the fucking flare go up that he shoots. I'm not necessarily who's shooting it, but you've seen the dancing lights. You've seen him do it before. You see well above the city. You see 4 globules of light rotate for about 2 seconds. Cease to exist. They fall to darkness.
They are green in color.
That's great. but there's still a wall of fucking guards between us.
Elian, your side of the room, see the greenish globules of light move around for a few seconds, dissipate, and Ian, as you reappear in your alleyway, you're facing just the right direction, that well into the distance, probably about a mile.
Mm-hmm.
You see three tiny globules of I'm sorry, four tiny globules of light, greenish light. Here, rotate. What you take from that, entirely your prerogative.
Correct.
Okay.
So,
They look the same as before, right?
do they look
Yeah,
they look the
he's
same
used
as when you
dancing light
popped
a
them
few
up for the
times.
arm? I mean, are they the same as the ones you just did for
No,
like
So
the
they
army?
were
Or are
they were
different?
orangish red, but he's used dancing light a few times.
He's used.
And
You
can change
would
the
all
color, Will.
right. You would all maybe get that this is him sending up a flare. I would say that it
He
is
does
fair
it when
to
he does
assume
like
that you would
the
get
rituals and stuff. Yeah,
that's not
he
a
changes
that's not
the
a
lights
major
at will.
jump. Major jump.
Yeah.
You guys could gather that. But with the party split, two. You hear from the party outside, and you hear Ben, and I hear from Caliban.
I'm gonna move towards the tower.
Caliban's trying to do the same thing.
Okay. You're gonna make your way towards the city, not towards the city center, but yeah. So Caliban is heading further eastward. Ian is heading northward. Ian, you have much less distance to travel, probably about half a mile. Caliban, you have about a mile.
I'm
It's-
being kind of like slow about it. Not
Yeah, I would
stealthy,
figure
but I'm
you'd
being
be
very cautious. So
okay. Peeking around corners
Right.
and
Also,
kind of, sort of, yeah. Kind of hanging
Sure.
to the little shadier side of the road compared to maybe the more lit side.
well, these are very ill lit roads.
Yeah.
There's not like fucking lamp
Very
lights,
tell.
street lights on every corner. It's
No,
very
but
dark in this.
I'm staying out of any light per se.
I need you,
Not like,
both of you, to roll me perception.
okay.
17.
17.
Okay, both of you 17 is perfect. With 17, along the way, both of you almost get caught. I mean that as you're getting close to a corner, and just as you're getting around the corner, you hear the scuff of someone's boot on the ground, and you stop, you freeze. The shadow. Keep eye contact. And you can tell that this man, you know what? This particular man for Ian, this man, because this is happening 2 different times. I'll preface. It happens to Caliban first. You see this exact same man. The large man. He's wearing a striped black and white shirt. He's big barrel chested, very tall. Big thick mustache, no hair anywhere else on his body that you can see anyway. Arms on his fucking shirt are cut to like right here, really short. So he has like a lot of arms showing, very muscular, very broad shouldered. Very very high, like high standing, very straight standing. Sorry. You would not want to get in a fight with this man at a bar. Kind of big.
Gotcha.
But you hear him, his foot kind of shift a pebble, and you hear the pebble, and you stop and freeze for a second. Walks on by your alleyway. A few moments later, Ian runs into the same situation. Ian, this man looks a lot like the men you killed when you took Iron's face. Not the same man, but he dresses the same. Carries no weapons. Relative build, facial hair, no other hair on his head. Strikes you as a little familiar. So you two begin to head towards after that near miss, Caliban, I need one more from you.
Ooh, 6. That one's bad.
For the 6, you're getting closer and closer to the tower. Something behind you in the alley moves.
Is it lit up? Like, is it holding a torch, or is it still dark?
Dark. It's just out of range of your dark vision. Whatever this thing is, whoever it is, out of your range.
I hope it's just out of. I'm just out of its range too, and I'm gonna keep moving, maybe a little bit quicker.
Could be. Ryan, at the far end of the alley you're in, you hear a scuffle of feet. As it sounds like somebody's trying to create distance from you.
I'm gonna peek around the corner.
It's not a corner, it's a straight alley.
Oh, it's just a straight alley.
Right,
Like
out
down
of
the
your
alley.
out of your visual range.
But I can hear him like it's like apparent that they're trying to get away from where I was.
Yes, definitely footsteps quickly away from your current position.
I'm gonna dash.
Towards that,
Mm-hmm.
you approach its well-dressed Caliban, shackled in chains, holding them so they don't jangle while he runs.
And I can like grab the back of him before he gets out of the alleyway and stop him.
Caliban, somebody grabs you by the shoulder and yanks you backwards.
Caliban's going to try and elbow him.
Roll to hit.
Can I try to dodge it?
No,
I'm gonna
not how
dodge
it
at
works.
least.
It's a hit. Yeah.
Actions. Unarmed. It's only a +2. It's fine. The
No,
13.
you miss.
Oh.
As he swings the elbow backwards and kind of rotates his body around.
Hey, fucker.
There is a jangle of the chains.
Oof.
You're both there alone in the alley.
Say, hey, fuck.
With the
Quit
jangle
moving.
of the chains.
Quit
Yeah,
moving.
with the
Quit
jangle of
moving.
the chains, Caliban's gonna grab the chains again real quick, and then fucking put his damn finger to his lips, but also try and stop himself from having a goddamn heart attack.
Makes the most noise, looks at the quietest guy, goes, "Shut the fuck up!"
I'm gonna pick the lock on the chains.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a light hand check.
20 with the 27.
Yeah. No time at all. Tink tink pops off. They fall to the ground. Make a loud fucking clattering noise.
I don't.
Caliban's gonna
I
grab
didn't
him as soon as
specify
they
that I was
fall.
gonna hold
Caliban's
on
gonna
to 'em
grab
as
him
they
by the
fall.
shirt and fucking start moving. Yeah.
Okay. In the distance, at the far end of the alleyway that you had come from, Ben, you're a loud, kind of deep guttural, huh? As it goes and peeks around the corner, you can see that bald head glistening in light. Just as you managed to get out of his range. So, Elian and Korik. You know what? No. Let's keep on with Caliban for a second. Caliban. The two of you, for another very short, make your way to the tower, base of the Sky Tower. Several hundred feet. There is an elevator that takes, at least Vincent. Probably hasn't been in here before. Probably one of the few buildings in town you have been into. Incredibly rich people or shipping.
And I would have never been allowed access to this building.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, as you guys approach the bottom, it stands looming highly over you. Towering, in fact. Tower does.
I would never guess.
Yeah. I need both of you to roll me a perception check. Great. Okay.
Skills, perception.
Come on, Caliban, notice something.
Ooh, 5. No. I am not
Pass.
entirely very perceptive.
How are you
Path
gonna
to
roll
the
a 2?
door. Fairly clear. Decide what you're gonna do. Pass and hope. And silver. Outside the city walls. Across the river. Now, since you made a decision, I have to keep coming
They've
back
seen
to
a
you to
lot
see
of-
what you're doing.
They've seen a lot of flashing lights in the last couple
We have
minutes.
we have 2 options.
What you take
we
from
can either
the
keep
flare
going down the
is
river.
up to you.
We can either keep going down the river and hope that everyone hasn't gone into the city yet and hope that we can meet up with everyone, or we follow what is probably, most definitely, Caliban's help signal, whatever, and go over the fucking wall. Because I could probably do it, I just really don't want to. But if we fight our way through, that's fine too, I guess. At this point, I mean, it's already fucked anyway. I can get up the wall, throw you down a rope. You come up the rope, I'll fend them off while you're coming up. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to go down the river and hope hope someone's still there?
Fight.
Oh boy. Okay. Now, the question is, do you have rope?
Oh.
I don't have rope.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me double check. I have rope.
I lied. I have rope. Let's fucking do this.
Awesome.
Okay. I guess I'll swim across the river real quick. By real quick, I mean very slow. I don't have a swim speed.
Still pretty quick.
Fair. And this wall, does it have like I assume it's made out of like brick or stone. Like, does it have like
Finished stone, yeah.
places where I can like get a good grip?
Not at the lowest part. Probably get about 20 feet high, and then there would be some jutting out points. So those were built into castles for maintenance, so you could hook a ladder onto it and go up and maintenance the side of the castle if you need help. So about 20 feet high, they begin. The beginning of the outcroppings, where one stone will be slid about 3 or 4, and then like 4 or 5 stones up, another one will be slid through.
All right. Cass, are you following me across the river?
Can I swim across the river?
You're wearing heavy armor, so technically no, but for the sake of the story, we'll let you. Could take you long.
Then yes, I'm crossing the river with you.
Okay. Silver will wait for him to cross, and then like look up at the holes, look at him, and just say, "Hey, throw me."
All right.
We haven't had a throw me in a while.
So I can grab.
I'm gonna try to throw her up on the wall.
Based on what he rolls, you can roll an acrobatics to try and catch.
Can I see them doing this, or are they too far away?
You know what? That's a good point. Can you guys roll me a perception check first, please, before you do your athletics check? The athletics check will come in anyway, but perception check.
22.
Okay, with the 22, you notice not far. Approach the wall. That's true. Use It's not a save, so it's saving throws. So you notice kind of hidden, kind of tucked up against the wall near some bushes. Not Chroma. I'm sorry, Cork. God damn, there's so many fucking K names. Cork over there, kind of being held up or propped up while he's sitting down, but he keeps kind of lolling over to one side. He keeps coughing. And Elian keeps putting his hand over his mouth like with a cloth, trying to catch it. Elian, he's been coughing blood. Probably too.
Oh shit. You said I noticed that, or we both noticed that?
You hear the coughing, and you kind of walk over to it, and you can see it. You notice it, and I'm assuming she comes to find out. You notice it first. You catch the coughing and move on.
Yeah,
but he is stifling the cough with the cloth, but it was still, you were close enough that you would presume that anybody probably would not hear.
So when I approach him, do I get a? Nope. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna ask, do I get a gist of what's wrong with him, in a sense?
You know that he was stuck by an arrow and you tripped over him.
Oh shit. Can I do a medicine check to see what's wrong? Is that possible?
Sure, you can make a medicine check.
I'll assist.
Huh?
Thank you. Oh.
Nat 20.
Oh, baby.
Good advantage.
Anything, I just
Good advantage.
Fuck me. I got a fucking 9 or 8 or 9,
8.
I think.
He's coughing up blood. His wound in his shoulder is looks to be pretty decently packed. But he specifically can't really clock what's wrong with him. He was stuck with an arrow. He fell into the water. And he's barely coughing up blood. So that's kind of what you put together.
So, given his state, is it safe to say that he looks very injured?
I mean, hit points wise, no, he's only missing like 4. But physically, I would say that he probably could not support himself. At this point in time, he could not support. He would literally have to be backpacked. Not just figuratively in the sense that he's not here to play his own character.
I'm going to Hand of Healing him.
Okay.
Which will give him 1d6 plus 4 hit points, healing him back to max. And just to confirm, he's still poisoned, right? So I take that poisoned, and I can use it on my next attack to poison the enemy. It's part of Physician's Touch. So he's not poisoned anymore.
Damn.
You then take her and you throw her up the wall. You're what was it? 22, right? Is that right?
Yeah,
19.
like
with
19. 19, yeah.
With a 19, make me an acrobatics check at advantage to try and save you. Catch yourself.
16.
Okay, with a 16, you do manage to catch on, but just barely with one.
Perfect.
I'll
start climbing up the fucking wall.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Jingling all the way, by the way. Let's keep that in mind.
That is true. Your hands are... Ooh. Well, okay.
Fuck.
I forgot your hands are locked together. Yeah, I wouldn't give you advantage about that, but fine, I gave it to you anyway.
I mean, even without advantage, it was still 16.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
First roll.
Right, it was the first roll, so it's no big deal. But your athletics checks are going to be probably... Technically, you're restrained. They should be at disadvantage, your athletics checks.
Oh, you're doing this just to fuck me over. Okay, cool. Athletics. Disadvantage.
Couldn't Core lockpick?
Okay, I fall.
He could, but it's gonna take him a minute back to being full himself. No, you don't fall. The wall isn't built perfectly flat. It's built at a slight slant. That way, anybody who tries to climb it would just slide down or fall down. The intent is that you would fall down, and hopefully that these little fucking extenders that they've built into the wall would hurt you on the way down. So as you miss from the first extender and slide down, you just fall down and kind of doesn't really kind of hurts. But you make your way down, you know, you fall back down.
I could have just. Okay.
Instead of it being like perfectly 90 degrees, it's like an 87 degrees, so it just is annoyingly not straight, you know? But it's enough that it's not a direct straight fall. The intent is for you to hit high enough to that. So you slide back down to the bottom, dangling. To be met by Korik at the bottom, who can then roll a sleight of hand check. Ben, can you roll a sleight of hand check since your stats are pretty close? I don't know what his fucking sleight of hand modifier is.
His sleight of hand's +4.
Okay, let's roll something.
Sorry.
7. I
7,
don't have anything +4, so I had to just roll.
7, he cannot. Not even one side.
Okay, well, that was my only idea.
He's a rogue who didn't take proficiency in rogue.
I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on myself.
There you go. Walk up the wall. Okay. Make your way up the wall. Toss the rope down to the other ones. Here to the top. Everyone can then climb the wall.
I don't
when you
have
get
to roll a D100.
Oh shit, it's a level spell. Yes, I forgot. My bad. Thanks for reminding me, guys. I appreciate you guys for being so wholesome. Hit me with your D100. 25. That sounds awful. That hair fucking.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me for a moment while I Google something.
Yeah, cool. My potted plant now. That'd be funny.
Okay. I need you to roll me another D100.
Another D100?
Yes, sir.
Wait, brought me to a different list?
Yes. And then I also need you to roll a D10.
26.
D10?
Yeah, a 1.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Roll me a D4.
A D4, great.
If you roll a 4, re-roll.
A 1.
Okay. How long does spider climb last?
An hour.
Okay. At the end of your spell, the player becomes incapacitated. Spends the duration, same duration that they were in the spell, screaming, laughing, or weeping. Going to be screaming 1 minute. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. Not 1 minute. 1 hour. Because that was the duration of your spell. You are incapacitated, left on the ground screaming for an hour. But it doesn't have to happen until your spell ends. So if you let your spell, you have an hour before you fall incapacitated for an hour. Just for the sake of the mechanic of you not knowing necessarily how the wild magic table is working, I will say that you don't know, but it will not come into effect until the set duration of the spell ends. So if you had a spell that was lasted for a day, it wouldn't. Even if you canceled it after an hour, it wouldn't start until the 1 day.
But I wouldn't know that I would start screaming after my spell ended.
No.
Okay.
No. But it's not, again, it's not right when the spell is going to end, just for the sake of the mechanic. It'll be at the end of the spell's set time.
Cool. But I have an hour to do everything I need to do.
Right.
Okay, I climb up the wall and,
Run up
toss
the
rope
wall.
down.
Toss the rope down to everybody else. Everybody else climbs their way up. I'm not even making you guys make athletics checks. Top of the wall, this part, deserted. Shit. Yeah, fuck. The top of the wall in this area is deserted. Thank you. You don't notice a guard for quite a ways down the wall. You can see it. When you turn around and look at the city, there is a large portion of the city where there is not a single light. But below you, inside, you can see downward, and those of you who have 60 feet of dark vision see that this is a more like parkish area. That lots of things like tents or small shanty houses. Effectively, this has become, it was a park, but has become a ghetto.
So every park in Portland.
I was thinking Albuquerque, but same thing.
Albuquerque works too. Chicago, Detroit.
Send them to Detroit.
Jesus Christ.
We have to aim our hate at British people, goddammit.
Nah, Detroit.
The UK, they can handle it.
London. It's London.
It's pretty bad.
British people been drawing L's for quite a long time, man. They can handle one more.
Imagine trying to rob someone with a knife.
Imagine not winning a single revolution.
Imagine tying the U.S.
Listen, so
sport that you like.
In fairness, I think the UK is still in the World Cup and we're not. So.
I mean, in fairness, they tied to a country about soccer.
It's like their seventh favorite sport ever.
Out of like 9 total.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways,
at least we're good at the biggest international sport. You know, we're decent at it.
Right. So rope resecured. You guys got it. You can lower yourselves down on the other side. As you do, as you lower yourselves down, there are some chickens that start fucking crowing at you. Right. Some cocks that are crowing. Crows that are cocking.
Cocks that are cocking.
Right. Cocks that are crowing and crows that are cawing. Why can't cocks cock and crows caw? I don't. Why isn't the bird's noise what the bird is called?
Why don't cocks come?
That's what Pokemon taught me, and I stand by it.
Except pigeons. Pigeons can't pigeon because they're not real. They're government spies.
Why can't ducks fuck? You know, here we are.
Why can't ducks fuck? Is that what you're
They're all robots.
Because they're all robots.
I mean, yeah.
Find me a real life baby pigeon.
I mean,
recharge their batteries.
Climb any building in New York City, and you'll see a nest full of baby pigeons.
I'll see pigeons. Find me a baby pigeon.
Any nest in New York City is full of baby pigeons.
No,
never
they're
seen
all
adult matter.
You've never seen
People
one.
raise them.
Miniatured. They're all miniature adults.
Google baby pigeon, bro. They exist. You're just uneducated.
No, that's government propaganda.
Acrylic.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. All right.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
All right. You fucking Jesus.
The radical. Stay away from
you're
government
radical.
Propaganda.
Decided on their
Eyes,
for,
they're
they're for
watching. They're
bones.
always watching.
As you guys descend the wall, some cocks start crowing at you. Some chickens start balking at you, right? Chickens balk, right? Hens are doing the balking. The cocks are doing the crowing.
Cocks are doing the
Some goats are doing the goading. They're goading you into fighting them because as goats do.
That's what goats do. They square up.
That's what goats do. They square up. That's right. There's probably some sheeps. There's probably some sheeping sheepily somewhere.
Yeah.
Doing sheep things. Yeah.
Sheep.
It's probably not enough room for a cow over here, but there's like some people have brought their animals with them, and like probably will
There's a bunch
vehemently
of
defend
malnourished
their
animals
animal.
over here. Got it.
Correct. Yeah, super malnourished. You guys do descend the walls,
So
and
what's
you
the
begin
D&D version of PETA?
to
Nothing.
Farmers. Scottish farmers.
the black staff.
Druids. Literally any druid.
That's fair, yeah.
Somewhere, Alador is going.
From his celestial prison that if he ever gets out of, me and him are gonna have some fucking words.
They set up a scrying stone
What
so
did
he
I
could watch his
do?
friends make
What did he
absolute
do?
fucking fools of themselves.
Gonna have to talk. Just want to talk to him.
We move. You guys begin to move very quietly through this little shanty town that's right. You're snaking through the little alleyways that they built in between them. A couple of times, like maybe one of your coats or cloaks gets caught on a little metal roof and it tears a little piece of your cloak off, or it cuts your arm very slightly. But you all do make your way out of it. And that's you guys descending. So I'm thinking this is probably a decent time to round out the evening. So to recap what you guys can see, Caliban and Ian, and at the foot, probably there's going to be like a how do I describe this? An area between you and that's mostly open ground, buildings on either side, kind of like a fountain-esque area, like a plaza, I would suppose you call it, between you guys and the entrance to this tower. But the tower stands tall, stands 400 or 500 feet, towering over the city, as towers do. We talked about this. Toweringly. No lights the entire way up. So it actually disappears into the sky, into the milky, inky. What's this chocolate milk? Chocolate milk. The other four of you have just ascended the outer wall of the city, at least, and you are skirting your way through a built park southeast. Hope it goes well. I hope next week isn't too painful.
This week was already pretty painful.
Yeah.
It could be worse. All over the ring, man.
Look,
hit me with it.
It took the entire session, but we made it inside the city.
Hey, me and you were at the building, homie.
And nobody died. Nobody died today.
Nobody died.
I'm proud of you.
Only
guys.
one person got hit.
Yeah.
Not even a gate guard. This is the only session I think you guys have ever played where no one died. Literally no one died.
Yeah. Not even a side
or adjacently to your hand.
Yeah, we're gonna make up for that.
Somebody go back and burn down the.
You very well might.
There's not enough chaos.
Homie, if there's flammable things that I can drop from an airship,
probably not.
I'm creating the first D&D strafe bombing.
Probably not. Nick, what is your question?
So if my spell duration is concentration up to an hour, if I break the concentration, would my screaming only last for as long as I used the spell?
I'm gonna say no, because the intent is to use the spell for its full period when you cast it. I'm gonna say
to scale the wall and go back down.
I get what you're saying, but you're casting a spell that has a minimum duration of X period, or a maximum duration of X period, right? If you cut it shorter, that's your choice, but you cast it with X period available. That means the consequence of that spell is going to be for max period available.
Okay, so an hour.
Yeah, so basically he's saying after an hour, you will laugh for an hour.
No, he's going to fall down screaming and be incapacitated. Screaming and bloody fucking murder.
Yeah. But you have an hour until you do that.
Oh, and I won't necessarily be taken into custody because they never seen me yet.
That's fair. You could just be somebody who fell over in the streets. The fucking lion man came after me in the streets.
Be sent back to the ghetto.
These
Cass, do you have a question?
are cocking at me and I got scared.
Yes.
No,
do you have a question? No? Hobo?
No, just...
Hobo? You want to ask your group why they did this over a ring? Anything?
No.
You can demean the shit out of them. Go ahead. I don't care.
No, don't do it. This started because you fucking had to mess with the ring right then and there. And then it escalated because you couldn't leave the ring alone.
I'm so mad.
And threw a fucking bomb.
What is wrong
with you people?
I might hit you with some validation on my part. The last time I used the ring, it didn't work. I would much rather find out if it works or not before we're being seen by people.
All I'm saying.
What happened after that? I was ready to cut my losses.
Look, we fucked around. We found out.
We
survived.
Right.
We deserve it.
But
we survived. We didn't kill anybody. That's slightly disappointing for us.
Yeah, if we could have found a way to make that bridge fall down or something, that would have been more of us. But we didn't.
But I have a question. Have we, the dwarf lady in the prison, and you probably may or may not be able to answer this yet, and I may have to ask it again at a later date, but I have it written down, so I probably will. But the dwarf lady that I spoke to, have we met her before?
You haven't.
Okay.
Caliban does not.
That I'm not saying it's Caliban has. Have we, as a group, have we seen her before? Does she look familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's all I wanted to know.
It would look like somebody Augustus met in a cell one time. Well, no, somebody that.
Yeah.
Somebody that Aegis.
Well, somebody that
died prior to getting into the cell with. Yes, she would look very familiar.
Yeah. And Augustus released. Yep. Nope. Cool. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yep. That's also actually very interesting. Okay.
Anything else? Anybody? Questions, comments, concerns? Yelling at the DM because he tortures you weekly?
I mean, you can go get fucked, but I mean that's on general.
That's fair. I'll take that. I accept that.
I think after what I've seen today, maybe we deserve the torture. Maybe we have it coming.
I mean, probably. I'm not gonna lie.
He has a point. Said I'm gonna go raid somebody that's also D&D. Those of you who are here, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Catch previous sessions on YouTube, and I guess we'll see you next Saturday. And then this week's session will be available Tuesday. So I still get to say next Tuesday, fucking cunt, leaving like 10 seconds. Anybody staying up? I have to stay up. Yeah, we know you're not. We know you're not because you bitch out every week.
Who, me?
All right. Yes, you. We're going to sleep.
I've been exhausted. I'm sorry.
Go to bed. Get out of here.